We're gaming again. Time to defeat evil. We're gaming again. This is a doubleheader for the real fans. Doubleheader for the true fans. I might not be able to make it to Cyrus, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do all of HQ in one day. If I can do all of HQ in one day, that would be insane. That would be insane. I didn't write down my lines for the next fight, so I don't know what it is. I just have a team here. I only have a team here. I didn't write down a line. Oh, that's going to make the progress a little bit slower, huh? Was it lead Rotom? Let me see if this was a good line or not. This one I didn't seem I was too confident in. Lead Rotom. Bait this guy to click Rocks or Iron Head. Right? Go to Shuck Bob. Eat that shit. Click Encore. Right? Now he's encored into a move. Kill with Chestnut. This part I remember. This part I remember. Kill with Chestnut. The problem is in the back of this fight that the Probopass has Explosion, the Executor has Explosion, and the Wheezing has Explosion, right? That's the problem of this fight. But you can chain both of them. Like, basically, like, you will bait... If you kill this with Chestnut, you will always bait Egg for a... Or, no, you bait Probopass? Yeah, you'll bait Probopass. It's neutral. It's super effective neutral, right? So this should go Probopass always. It'll go Probopass, and you can do this in a way with Chestnut where you take enough Iron Heads that you're Apricot is special defense, yeah. Okay, you can guarantee this with Chestnut where you can Wisp and spam Recover and take Iron Heads until you've taken enough that you're always dead to Earth Power, right? And then what you do is, because it's always Earth Power, you go to fucking Mamo. Right? You go to Mamo with Power Anklet, and you click EQ, you bait an Egg, you click Avalanche, you chain it, and then you bait in Wheezing, probably for Fire Blast. Yeah, you bait in Wheezing for Fire Blast. Who, low-key, you can stay in on and 2-hit KO this guy, but, like, you do lose if you get burned, right? So, like, this guy can explode, and you need to switch out. So the only thing in my box I think that 1v1s this guy is Steelix, is Bastiodon. Just go hard Bastiodon, 1v1 this guy. This always works, right? I mean, the only problem would be, what if he just booms Overkill? I don't think it's possible that he could do so. So I think Mamo is always safe here to chain too. And then you bait out Wheezing. And then you just chip this guy down with Bastiodon, right? Like, you just click... Like, if you just go to Bastiodon and just go Hardstone, right? Ideally, you want it to Gunk Shot, though, but in order to do so, like, you'd have to go back to Rotom to get it to Dark Pulse. Because then he couldn't explode. I guess if there was no Rocks up... Well, the only problem is if you go to Mamo, can you ever die to Rocks? No, you never die to Rocks. How am I beating the Rig? Probably beating this if I had to guess. Since I'm using my Power Anklet, seems like a Sucker Punch angle. You just have to get this guy to Zen Headbutt. So, like, all you gotta do is 1v1 this guy with Bastiodon, bait out this guy last. It's guaranteed Curse, Baton Pass, or Zen. It's Curse or Zen Headbutt, right? So, like, if he curses, you just go here, and then you just kill it anyway, right? And if he doesn't curse, then you just take no damage and kill it. So you just put Honchkrow in the back, and this team just wins. Ideally, you can go to Rotom once here to get Dark Pulse. Maybe you can go to Shuckle and Encore him into Dark Pulse. And then you go here, and you just spam Iron Head until you win. Right? This works. This is riskless. Where's KTZ to tell me that I'm using only trade mons? He's right, though. We are using only trade mons. But on this fight, no. This fight, we're bringing the fucking Mamo. This Mamo is so sad, but I'm so happy that it can do stuff in Trick Room. Because, like, it's Sassy Mamo Super Guy. And, like, Sassy Mamo Super Guy is, like, so tough. But, like, if this guy was, like, Jolly Mamo, it's, like, or Impit, or, like, you know, maybe, like, Timid. I guess Timid's not great, but, like, Hasty Mamo could be insane. Neutral Mamo, this would be kind of mid. But, like, in Trick Room, this guy is basically min speed, so he's kind of a demon. Like, it just kind of kills shit. And it's slower than everything with Power Anklet. Like, literally everything. So it just kind of does a lot. Yo, Ta, WS streak, bro. Appreciate it. I hope so. I really do. We'll see. I might poop out. There's a few fights in here that are really demon that I, like, have lines for, but may take time to, like, walk through. So, like, maybe I won't do them all. But I would love to get gold tonight. I definitely can't beat Saturn 2 tonight. There is a 0% chance that I will be fighting Saturn 2 tonight. Maybe I could make it close to Cyrus and then have to stop. But I would at least like to make it to the point where, like, I'm pretty much at Cyrus, you know? Item on Rotom, I don't really know. I guess probably Healing Berry Rotom is best, maybe. My Rotom is minus defense, right? So, like, probably the best berry for this is, like, a Guave, which is minus special defense, right? Ayapapa is minus defense, right? Yeah, Ayapapa is minus defense, okay. Healing Berry Rotom. We probably want to go Healing Berry on Shuckle as well. Just to make sure we never die to 2 Iron Heads. Because, like, if he double crits Iron Head plus Rocks, I can die without a berry. So, I think we'll go Mago on Shuckle, because that's minus speed. This guy needs Power Anklet for sure. Power Anklet. Great truck. I don't want to get burned, but ideally, if rocks go up, I'm not going to be able to, which is pretty likely. If rocks go up, I'm not going to be able to pivot back to Shuckle, which means Bastiodon's just going to have to 1v1 this, and it has Jaboka. I mean, I can go Rotom once, right? Rotom will live Fire Blast crit plus rocks, right? And then at least I bait Random Move. I go here on Random Move, take rocks. That's like 6%. And then I take a Fire Blast. I hit him. I take Jaboka. That's like 2/6 plus a little bit. And then I take another Fire Blast or an Explosion. I can't get burned, right? Going Bright Powder on this because of the thing seems good. I think I have to go Rossberry. It does mean that Bastiodon can maybe die, but it's pretty unlikely. An item on this is Charcoal, right? I need to kill the Bronzor. And if I go Charcoal, do I always hit this range? Yeah, I always kill this even without Charcoal, right? Yeah, I killed this even without Charcoal. Why was it saying before that I wasn't killing this? Like, what was wrong about this calc? Was I calcing, like, in rain or something? Was I calcing, like... Oh, with Apricot. Yes, with Apricot. So, Charcoal. It doesn't even kill... And I'm already going to Wisp him, so, like, this doesn't even really help me. Because ideally, I just take Iron Head. But the optimal strategy is to Wisp. So if the optimal strategy is to Wisp, then the best item on this is probably, like, Bright Powder. Like, there's no other item that makes sense if the goal is just to Wisp it. I mean, if I'm going to Wisp it, I guess the optimal item is to use Wide Lens on this. To just make sure that I Wisp more frequently. Item here is Black Glasses. Okay. Looks good. If I did this right, this should be riskless. But we'll see. Okay, I need to know where this fight is. This is the guy next to the door. I know how to get to that place. I know how to get to next to door. So, it's this way. I need to, like, lock in and make sure I don't run into any fights that I'm not supposed to here. Okay, this way, right? And then it's like this way. And then this is where these guys are. And then we go through the rightmost teleporter, or the rightmost teleporter. No, no, no. We go through the left teleporter. We go through left teleporter. Then we go down through other teleporter. And we go into other teleporter. Then we stop and don't do anything. And then we go up. Like this. And then we fight this guy. This is the guy. Okay, let's go. Am I faster than Bronzor with Chestnut now at 100? No, I'm not. Because I'm minus speed. Okay. Hopefully this goes correctly. This should be the guy. Janice, yes. This is always Ironhead or Rocks. We go Shuckle. He sets Rocks. We're going to Encore him into Rocks. Encore him into Rocks. Now he has always Prio, which means because he has always Prio, that means that it can switch AI if it has a resist in the back, but it doesn't have a resist to fire move in the back. So I can just go Chestnut, take Rocks. Now we're going to Wisp this guy. And now we're going to recover. And now we just kill this guy at full HP. Right, I'm not Charcoal, though. What, do I always kill him? Yeah, I always kill him here. So we always kill him here. Yeah, he always dies to Chip. Oh, wait, I'm not dead to Earth Power. Fuck, this can explode. This is Disaster. I need to go Rotom. How am I going to get this guy to not explode? I think I just got to go hard Shuckle right now. Am I dead to Shuckle crit plus raw explode? I have to go hard Shuckle, yeah. Because this guy can explode now. Shuckle lives crit explode plus rocks unless it's absolute max roll. Either way, I can Encore it into Earth Power. It's pretty likely that this is going to be Earth Power. If I go Mamo and it explodes, I just auto lose. So I can't do that. I have to go Shuckle then. That means Bastion just has to clutch. I gotta go Shuck Bob now. Okay, we tank that. Now we Encore again. Encore. Click on Earth Power now. -1 berry. Now we go Mamo. Time to unleash the Mamo. We go Mamo. Don't drop me. It doesn't really matter, but just don't. Okay, and now it's time to unleash the fucking Mamo. So we Earthquake, because we're slower. We Earthquake. Bang. Kill this guy. Now, it goes Egg. Guess what? Mamo chains this guy. Bang. Avalanche. You're dead. Now it goes Wheezing. This guy can explode or Fire Blast. Because I am full HP Rotom, I think the play is always go Rotom here. He's pretty unlikely to explode. He's pretty likely to Fire Blast here. I would like to get Great Truck in on a Dark Pulse optimally. I could also go Shuckle and Encore into Dark Pulse. It's just a little bit dangerous. I think I want to go here first always. I should always live crit. I guess I don't live crit burn plus rocks. Right? I don't live crit burn plus rocks. What item did I go on this? A Guave. What I would live crit burn plus rocks because I would have Guave to live the burn, right? Let me double check here. Can I go this? Can I do this? I can go to Rotom. Rotom. Oh, I just have the wrong level Rotom in here. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Yes. I go Rotom, I obviously live this. And then I get Dark Pulse. And then I go to Shuckle. I take Dark Pulse crit plus Dark Pulse crit plus rocks? I don't. Do I take 1 Dark Pulse plus rocks? 25. I take how much from rocks? How much do I take from rocks here? I take 1/4 from rocks, right? Take 55 from rocks. So I take 137 minus 55, which is 82 HP. And then I take a Dark Pulse, which is 25. So if I don't get crit on the switch in, I'm never dead to crit afterward. And if I get crit on the switch in, then I'll just go hard Bastion. Because I would be baiting Fire Blast anyway, and I would just go hard Bastion, or I would just go to Chestnut, who low-key just walls this guy. The problem is Chestnut doesn't bait... Chestnut's actually completely safe here, but I can die to rocks sometimes. I would have to hit a burn on this guy, basically, because like I could never target him without dying, unless I had gone Charcoal. Maybe I should have gone Charcoal on this. If I had gone Charcoal, then I would have killed with Magma Storm. I think we always go Shuckle here first once regardless. Because it's safe to go Shuckle. So we always go Shuckle. I've done the math. It is safe to go Shuckle. Wait, but if he explodes on Shuckle, do I die to non-crit? I could just die if he explodes here on Shuckle. But not... Sorry, it's always Dark Pulse. What am I talking about? We always go Rotom once first. Always go Rotom once first. This is a Fire Blast. He can also miss. I live Fire Blast crit. I live crit burn. I take 144 max from crit. He burned me. That's fine. It's going to proc my berry. Which is -1 berry, because I don't actually need this berry. This is always Dark Pulse now. So we go Shuckle here, because I live rocks plus Dark Pulse crit. Which is 55 plus 50... 55 plus Dark Pulse crit is 50, right? So I take 105 max. So I always go Shuckle here. If he doesn't crit me, I always live the next one. Okay, I always live the next one now, so I can Encore again. Right, I can Encore this guy again. I'm faster. He has no prio. There's nothing he can do that can trick me. If he Dark Pulse crits me, I take max 50 damage. I Encore. Now I go to Bastion. Right? Take rocks, I take Dark Pulse, I take no damage from this guy. Now I click Iron Head. Take Jaboka. I click Iron Head. It's Encore ended, which means we need to Head Smash. Now this goes Rig. This guy can either Curse or click Zen Headbutt, but he can never click Double Hit. Which means we can always go to Hatman. Curses, that's fine. At +1 defense, I kill this thing with Sucker Punch with Black Glasses. Okay. Okay, let's be really careful here. Sorry, let's be really careful here. Okay. Okay, we're out. Also, what's up, GameCube? Sorry, I was locked in there for a second. I saw your message. But it is Muck Monday, and we did use Muck on Monday. I brought it to a fight, and it was actually useful on that fight in a way that was meaningful that other Pokemon couldn't contribute. Of having Recover and one-hit KOing a Gallade and resisting fighting. So we did actually use Muck and got value out of Muck on Muck Monday. It's truly what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I think ads are about to run. But I'm going to run ads. If they're not about to run, I'm just going to run them right now. We found a way. You always find a way on Muck Monday to use Muck. Okay. One more fight down. There's 8 fights. Puck. This is a single if you go top row. That's what the internet seems to suggest here. Well, we definitely bring Honchkrow. The question is, what is the Puck fight that I'm cheesing here? Scientist Stefano, we're going to skip. Oberon, you just go Power Anklet on this guy, right? And you click Brave Bird, take 25%, 21%. You take a Hail Tick. You click Superpower, you take a Hail Tick. I have to check that I live this. Let me check that I actually live this. I mean, could you not just use power Anklet Heracross and just sweep this fight? Like, with Leech Life? Like, no, I'm faster than Slowbro, and I would bait Slowbro first, right? You would bait Slowbro first. So, no, that doesn't actually work. What one-hit KO's Slowbro and is slower? Turtle, I guess. I mean, what about... I'm trying to see if there's a way... Okay, so let's say I lead Honchkrow on this. Let's do some math here. So, I kill this guy with Brave Bird. I take how much recoil? 68. So how much am I taking from hail? I'm taking 19 from hail. So I take 314 minus 19 hail minus 67 recoil. Okay, I'm power anklet. I'm not black glasses. I am power anklet. Okay. I bait in first Tyranitar for super effective type, super effective move. On the Tyrannosif, I take 19 additional hail, and I take 142 in recoil. That puts me at 67 HP. Then it goes to Slowking, and I outspeed and kill with Sucker Punch, always. This is true. I take 2 hail ticks, right? So I take 19 plus 19, plus I take 67 recoil, plus I take 142 recoil. That's how much damage I take. I take 67 recoil on this guy? Yeah. That's 247. I live that. And then on the next fight, you just lead Honchkrow, and you just lead Honchkrow here on the next fight, and you just click Feint Attack, Feint Attack, Feint Attack, Feint Attack, Sucker Punch, and you have enough PP for that. So all I need is Honchkrow for this next fight, because I'm going to cheese this fight. But just in case, I should bring some other lads, just in case I mess something up. I guess in theory on the Gengar, you're trapped, right? So, like, in theory... In theory, you could just go to Pidgeot, and as long as you stall him out of all of his... Like, oh, he has Perish Song. But you could just, if you wanted to, you could just, like, backup would be just bring, like, Gengar and Pidgeot with Shed Shell, and then just pivot back and forth and just, like, PP stall. If you needed that. Like, if you didn't have you know, if you didn't have a guy for this, that would be the play. You would just do this and then just PP stall. Bring a Ditto for the PP stall if necessary. And then Gengar, and then we don't need Rotom. And in case I mess something up and I'm never dead. I just did the math like 3 times. I'm never dead here. There's no other guy matters here. So, like, I don't know. Bring Golem. Bring Shuckle for vibes. And Golem. I need something, I guess, for that guy. Would be, like, Gara, probably. He's just going to Blizzard you, and then you just go here, and then you just kill him. Yeah, okay. You just go Obama, if you need to. Like, if for some reason I'm going to die, I'm afraid, I just go Obama. And it's fine, okay? Alright, this should be also super clean. I am going to do some quick VOD watching, though, just to make sure that you can actually cheese this fight. I am pretty confident you can cheese this fight, but I just need to check to make sure, because if I don't, then we lose. So let's make sure that you can actually do this. Where did Anti fight this guy? That's way too late. So it's the stream before that stream, which is this stream. Is it like... I think it's like before this stream as well. It was like this one. Maybe. It's before this fight. here it is. Where is this fight? So you just open the door and then go through the porter and then go down the stairs and then you just walk on the very top row, and if it's the very top row, then you're completely safe. Okay. So you just walk on the very top row. Okay. Makes sense to me. Very top row is safe. And we just go on that row, talk to the guy, fight him, and then we just put Honchkrow, we leave Honchkrow in the lead slot, we heal him, and then we just walk down, right? It's the right-left teleporter. And then we just walk down and fight the other guy, and it's free as long as we're full HP. Okay, let's just do this properly. And then like this, and then here. Okay, and then we go through this. Do I need to give Honchkrow an item for the first fight? Any item. So I should just give it Power Anklet now, because then I won't forget for the next fight, right? Because I can just go any item. Even if I was Power Anklet, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I actually do need to be Power Anklet for the second fight. For the first fight, it doesn't matter at all, because I'm just clicking Feint Attack, and I'm just slower than everything, and then I'm just clicking Sucker Punch, yeah. We just go like, I don't know, this is fine. Then we just go like this, and then we go down the stairs, and then this row is where Auntie fought him from, right? As long as you're on this row, it's fine. Yeah, as long as you're on this row, it should be a single. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So now we just Feint Attack. It's going to look scary, but it's safe. And then we're going to Feint Attack. And then we're going to Feint Attack. This guy has no attacking moves. Click Feint Attack. Click Feint Attack. And then this is Gengar. And we click Sucker Punch. Okay. And now we heal quickly. Before I forget. We heal quickly. I'm already healed. It always heals you, but there's no PP. Your PP doesn't restore. Or it did there. I don't know why it didn't on the other one. Anyway, we need Power Anklet Honchkrow for this fight. Just to triple check. I take 67 recoil on this Obama. 67. And then I take 142, which is 209. And then I take 2 Hail Ticks, which doesn't kill me. And I'm Power Anklet on this. Yeah, okay. Power Anklet underspeeds both. Yeah, underspeeds both with Power Anklet. Okay. And then this guy fights me. And then we click Brave Bird first. Click Brave Bird, kill this guy. Take recoil. Then it goes to Tyrannosif. We click Superpower on this guy and kill it. Take a bunch of recoil, but we live. And then it goes here, and we just kill this guy with Sucker Punch. Okay. That's it. That's this fight. Okay. So now we go through this teleporter, which makes us leave, but I already fought all these optionals, so I can just leave. Anyway, I would have dodged him on that cycle, but... This Honchkrow Pokemon, very unethical, huh? Very unethical, this guy. Okay. That's another 2 fights. Okay. I can dodge the scientist, it says, by going underneath. Right? You can dodge the scientists by going underneath. I mean, not that many frags, but on this split, like, a billion frags. Like, but in general, I think not that many frags. Less than you would think. Because it wasn't really online for that long. Like, it's really, like, becoming really good. But it's not, like, it hadn't achieved its full potential yet. Now we're achieving full potential. This was from Solacian. I mean, yeah, so not yeah, Solacian town. This is from Solacian Knight. Okay, the next fight is Prospero, and Prospero is the last fight before I get out of the underground. This is Prospero? Yeah, is the one that leads with the fucking... This guy's demon. This guy is demon as hell, dude. This guy is super demon. Okay, let's look at this one. Prospero is demon, but what I do for sure is I lead and kill with Bastiodon. That I always do. It's Focus Sash. I do this because it can never click Magma Storm. It can never click Rocks, right? Like, the way this AI works, I learned about this, but the way the AI works, it can never click Rocks, right? So, like, Magma Storm with setup first turn gets plus, and Risky gets +2, right? From +2 from this. Like, this fight, I'm pretty confident he can never click Rocks. Like, someone was explaining to me why, and I don't remember why, but it's because it has Solar Beam, right? It's because, like, Solar Beam is, like, always +2 in Sun, right? So he can always just click Solar Beam or Magma Storm. It's either or. But he can never explode and he can never click Stealth Rock, right? Yeah, Pac, this guy does have an actual VGC team. This team is nasty. This fight is an actual fight. This is a real fight. I'm going to slow down for this fight. This is a real fight. There have been very few real fights today. This is a real fight. So I think the play is that you want to click Ironhead into EQ. I guess it doesn't really matter because he could switch AI, right? No, you go first, so he can never switch AI. Unless he has a resist. So you always want to Ironhead into EQ to prevent it from going Dust Noir, basically, effectively. So you always Ironhead into EQ to prevent it going Dust Noir, right? That's what you do. And then who do you bait? I didn't write any of this down. So you don't bait Rampardos. I think you bait Tangrowth for Earthquake or Gallade for CC. You probably bait Gallade. Yeah, you bait Gallade. Super effective, or 4x neutral. Or 4x not very effective versus neutral neutral. Yeah. Neutral neutral. It always goes Gallade, yeah. It always goes Gallade. And this guy cannot CC with this AI flag. I'm pretty confident Risky doesn't make you able to CC. Yeah, he actually can't CC here at all. So, like, he just can't CC until he's low. So, you just use Chestnut for this guy? Oh, wait. I'm faster with Chestnut because I'm higher level, right? Oh, but you can go Power Anklet Chestnut for this. Yeah. Was it go Chestnut? I had a line for this that was for sure a good line that I wrote down here, and I can't really remember any of it now. Because I didn't write it down. I just wrote the team. But the team I have written down is Pidgeot, Shuckle, Machoke. Obviously, he's not living. Whatever my plan was, it's definitely not living. Machoke, Golem, and Chestnut. That was the team I had come up with. So it's Gallade, and obviously the play was to go Chestnut here on the Fire Punch or Wisp. There's no rocks. You can get flinched, I guess, down by this guy. Was it ever go Shuckle on Fire Punch and Encore? I'm not sure. Who does Chestnut bait? Chestnut baits Rampardos always, right? So it must not have been to kill this with Chestnut, because that's bad. You don't want to bait Rampardos early. Because what you want to do is use Chestnut for... You want to use Chestnut for... Yeah, you want to use Chestnut where you chain the Zard and the Tangrowth, basically, effectively. Right? I mean, if... Because you're slower than this... Oh, I see. This was why I wanted to be underleveled for this fight. Because it's a speed tie. I had to go stay 99. I just stay 99. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to recalc this fight. This was the reason to not go 100. This is actually really bad. This is like super, super, super bad. I'm gonna have to encore this guy then. I need a whole new line for this fight. We've encountered a roadblock. This is gonna prevent the progress to Cyrus today. I did overlevel my chestnut here by accident. Did I need it to be under level for the next fight too? Was there like a Titan reason for this guy to be lower speed? Like, hold up. I think I might have botched this. Was there a reason for chestnut to be 99 for this fight? Was it so you undersped this after -1 or outsped this after -1? No, but you don't care about that scenario. That scenario doesn't matter. Where is this Titan fight? Do I have to fight a fight before this? I guess I did the fights out of order. Or I just didn't calc this fight. Do I choose which? This is at the door. I choose which one I wanted. I think I just missed a fight in here, too, in my notes. This is Prometheus. Prometheus and Hyperion. Yeah, I just didn't calc this fight at all. So I just totally missed this fight. But this fight seems pretty free, this rain fight. Certainly there's a way you can just, like, bait kills and just chain the left side. I'll figure it out, but that... I botched this split a little bit now. That's a bit unfortunate that I botched this, but it can be recovered. Regardless, we're still always leading Bastion and killing this and always baiting Gallade. That's always step one. On Gallade, the goal... I guess the problem with going Honchkrow and killing this... Is there a problem with going Honchkrow and killing this? I mean, maybe I was just going to go Pidgeot and kill this. Seems unlikely. I think I thoroughly botched this one. We might have to recook this fight. Okay, well, let's recook the fight. Yo, Taw. Thanks for the prime, dude. That's huge. You're the goat for that. How do I win this now? What's my path to victory here? These guys' levels are wrong, but they have all the right moves, so you can use them for baiting. Bastion kills this, baits Gallade. The idea was to go Chestnut and chain this guy, but that's not going to work, which means now I'm going to have to encore this guy. If I'm going to have to encore this guy, I'm going to have to get it to click a move that's not bad for me. Right? Like, I'm going to need it to click, like, HP Fire or Earthquake here. But he's risky. He can just AP. He's going to have to see kill with something. Like, what if I Gallade answer? Like, what if I just did the Honchkrow thing? Like, what if I just went Honchkrow and just killed this guy? I actually don't kill this guy, which is kind of nuts. Do I actually not kill this guy with Honchkrow? I don't kill this guy with Honchkrow. That's crazy. I guess if you encored into Zen Headbutt, which is what... Shuckle doesn't bait, but you could bait that. Then you could go to Honchkrow and just 2-hit KO it. And who do you bait with Honchkrow? You bait Rampardos. So what if you didn't go Power Anklet Chestnut? But then you're just baiting AP Tangrowth, which is like disaster. Right? That's how you lose. Because you can't go Chestnut, and if he APs, then you wouldn't kill him anyway with Charcoal. Yeah, you wouldn't kill him. You can't do that. What was the Golem, the point of Golem? I guess Golem does beat this guy. As long as you just go boosting item. How am I guess you're using Golem for this guy? You could use Golem for this guy and then chain the Zard. I might need to teach this guy Rock Climb now. It might be the time, finally. Maybe the play I was trying to go for was like... Go here, encore this guy into EQ. Then you just go Honchkrow. And then you just kill this guy and then chain this guy. I mean, that does work. The problem is, like, is that too much encoring with Shuckle? The levels are off here, though. I have to calc in this thing. So the problem now is that because my chestnut is too high level, I can't underspeed this guy with power anklet, which means he has to be encored for Shuckle to beat this guy, and that means it needs to be encored into specifically HP fire, which I can never bait without using Obama. Because he needs to see kill. And the only one that would show kill consistently is Obama. Now I need to bring a whole slot just for this pivot, because it doesn't help with the fight at all. But maybe I can set up a golem sweep of sorts here. Like, let's say I went soft sand golem, and I came in on... I'm faster is the problem. I would have to hammer arm once to be slower, but the problem is then I could get flinched. So I need to encore this guy into fire punch somehow. That's too much damage already, because Shuckle is already taking so much from HP fire that, like, I probably can't encore twice. I probably can only encore here, which means I need to raw beat Gallade, which means I do need to go power anklet chestnut to outspeed this. And if I outspeed this, then I can just burn it. And then once I burn it, I can just stall it down to an HP that I'm comfortable with and then go golem and kill. That seems promising as a starting point for something here. Go golem, and then you just like... You just go power anklet chestnut. You're slower. You burn him. Then you go golem when he's going to die. I guess even burned, you could take a lot here, right? On the CC. Who does golem then would bait Tangrowth is the problem, right? You can't chain this guy. You can only bait this guy for EQ, and you could encore EQ. The problem is, where are you going to go? Like, if you go to Honchkrow, you bait Rampardos, and maybe that's okay. Who does Chestnut bait after Rampardos? Does it bait Zard, or does it bait Tangrowth? It baits Tangrowth. You're just baiting Tangrowth, and he can just AP. I mean, if you could get Shuckle in on an Earthquake, you could encore it on Earthquake and then go to your flyer again. That's an option. The problem is, like, if to do that, it would have to be guaranteed EQ kill without Lorb on Chestnut, which is kind of difficult to set up. That's, like, really difficult to set up. Because, like, if you come in here on this guy and you're, like, finishing this guy... I mean, because, yeah, you just go Machoke, right? You just go, like, level 100 Machoke, right? Just go level 100 Machoke and you kill this guy and you live head smash non-crit, and if you get crit, it's fine because you just go to Golem and kill it. Or you just go to Golem and kill it, yeah, if that happens. Right? So you just go Golem and kill it if that happens, you just don't care. So maybe it's actually fine. The problem is if he only sees kill with head smash, then he could Swords Dance, and that's problematic, right, on the Switch. That actually doesn't matter at all, because you just kill this guy. Well, because if he focus bans, because then if he Swords Dances, then Golem dies if he focus bans twice, right? Like, whereas if you guarantee no Swords Dance on the Switch, then you come in on a move that's not Swords Dance, and then it's not Swords Dance, and then you get 2 chances, basically. You get an extra chance, effectively. That was why I did that. Chestnut would never bait Hammer Arm kill. It'd be, like, impossible. Like, the idea here is that you're trying to set up some situation where you're showing Tangrowth Earthquake kill, or you're showing it Solar Beam kill, and then you can go to Chestnut. I mean, Chestnut just dies to Solar Beam crit, no? I mean, it's Lorb, yeah, for sure it does. This is problematic. This is really problematic. If I encore it into Earthquake, as long as I bring a flyer, it's fine. So how would I even set that up? I mean, the only way I could ever set... Like, what if I kill Machoke here? Who does it go? Like, if I kill with Machoke on this guy, it's going to go Zard, which is what I want. right? But if I don't kill, and then I kill with Golem, I'm gonna bait this guy. And if I kill with, say, like Bastiodon, I'm also gonna bait this guy, and maybe not even EQ. It can just Ancient Power here, depending on the health. Maybe Bastiodon can kill this if I go like Metal Expert Belt or something. But if I get crit on the switch, then I have to go like to Golem, and then I bait Tangrowth, and it's always Solar Beam. Can I do anything with that? I don't really have a Solar Beam guy. I guess if Bastiodon is healthy enough, I could go Bastiodon, but then you're just baiting another Solar Beam. I would need a whole nother Mon. I mean, I need a Flyer on top of this, right? The problem is the Flyer, like Honchkrow, always just baits AP. Like, you can set up a Honchkrow chain here of sorts, but, like, it doesn't really work. Because, like, you're not dead to Fire Punch. You would have to take damage on Honchkrow, and that's, like, impossible to do on this fight. Because you can't even get this guy to, like, Zen Headbutt. I mean, let's say you burn this guy, and then he's Zenning, and then you go here and you kill with Honchkrow. You bait out early Rampardos. That's still not seeing a kill. What if instead of Honchkrow, I brought, like, a different flyer? Something that doesn't have priority. Like, what if I brought, like... What if I brought, like, Swellow with a Toxic Orb or something? Well, you can't switch it on Zen Headbutt then. It would only be on this guy. And you don't even kill this guy. You don't do enough damage. What if you use Rotom instead as a Levitator? You would have to take some chip on Rotom, which is kind of difficult to set up on this fight. You also need a guy who can come in on Solar Beam and bait HP Fire. That's literally only Obama. Is the only Pokemon that can do that. And if you get crit, then you're just still baiting AP. You would have to go like Citrus Berry on this, which is terrible. You'd have to go Citrus Berry on this. I mean, maybe there's something that takes a Solar Beam and then always baits an HP Fire. Like maybe Vespiquen, Ancient Power, of course. Maybe Turtle. If you went Turtle with a Healing Berry, you should always bait it. And you could use Turtle as backup, maybe, here. You'd bait early Zard, then. Which is good, because then you can go Chestnut on the Zard. Which would be always Air Slash, probably. If it Focus Bands, you would live this. If it Focus Bands, you would live if you went Rossberry on 5 HP. You're faster. Fuck, you'd have to go Power Anklet on this, which you can't do. Turtle doesn't work. Can I use Steelix for this as the guy instead? I mean, Steelix is just not weak enough. It's going to bait Solar Beam from this guy. I mean, the only other option is you kill this guy with Chestnut. Because when you kill him with Chestnut, you take some chip. And that some chip puts you in Earthquake range, right? You have to take 42% chip. How do you even do that? I mean, I guess you just recover spam until you get Solar Beamed in a way that, like, makes sense, basically. And then, like, once you get Solar Beamed in a way that makes sense, you then just click AP. But what if you Omni Boost? I mean, if you Omni Boost, you're fucked. Then he just clicks AP on the switch to Shuckle and you lose, right? I mean, maybe you just, like, pivot in on a move. It's usually Fire Spin or Air Slash, right? And then you just, like, recover spam and then just AP, but if you boost, you lose. I mean, could you ever get Golem in here? It's, like, impossible. It'd have to be Air Slash exactly. Because then you could get this guy to Solar Beam, and then you don't need Steelix. You just kill this with Golem, and then you need a Solar Beam. I mean, what if you just bring Obama in the back instead? What if I'm overthinking this, right? The problem would be if you do happen to kill this, then you sack to Zard, then you go Golem and set it up again. So you just Iron Head EQ, it goes here, you go here, you burn them, you stall. You go Golem. What HP does Golem have to be above? Like, Golem has to be above 47%. I mean, you're just taking way too much. I mean, maybe I was trying to int him this guy with Pidgeot was what I was thinking, so Golem could 1v1. I mean, if it's EQ, you just go to Shuckle, you Encore it into EQ, right? And then what? I have no EQ guy. You go to You go to Obama. You go to Obama. And you just, like, avalanche this guy down. But you're slower. You don't always kill this. You'd have to go, like, never melt ice on this. You'd have to 2-hit KO. Right? If you went Muscle Band, that wouldn't quite do it. You'd have to Woodhammer twice. And if you Woodhammered too many times, you could potentially not be able to switch in later on this, on EQ. Right? So then that would go Zard. If it goes Zard, now it's always Fire Spin. You just go to Chestnut. You just recover spam. You kill this, you bait Rampardos. Ideally, you're below 52%. So he sees Hammer Arm kill. Then you go Machoke, right? You go Machoke. It either dies or it wins. If it dies, you go Golem, who's full health. I mean, you could also just go Golem on Fire Spin. Is that crazy? If you just go Golem on Fire Spin, you always bait this guy into Solar Beam if you go Healing Berry, right? And then you just Solar Beam, you just... Well, I guess I could do this with anything that... Maybe I don't need Obama at all. Obama baits Zard, though, which is what I want, right? Because this guy's dead and this guy's alive. You need something that baits Zard that can beat this. I mean, I guess I could use Mr. Crunchy. I guess I could use Mr. Crunchy, right? If I use Mr. Crunchy, because Rotom's not going to bait Zard. Rotom is going to bait highest damage, which is probably going to be like this guy for Head Smash. What else? Could I use Mismag here? Mismag also baits highest damage, which is probably also just going to be Head Smash or some bullshit. If I don't want to use Obama, I'm saying. I need something that baits Zard. Who would bait Zard and kill this on Earthquake? Maybe Turtle? I guess you could, in theory, use Turtle. You just don't do enough damage. You have to do a lot of damage to this guy is the problem. If you were 100 Mr. Crunchy, like, you have to 2-hit KO this guy if you're going to Encore or be slower, right? You have to 2-hit KO. That's the criteria, or you have to be slower. I mean, you could go Steelix Sits on this guy. You don't 2-hit KO, and you have to hit Iron Tails. So the other option is... You could go Gara. Maybe Gara 2-hit KOs this. Wouldn't bait Zard, though. It's gonna bait Rampardos, which is bad. Who else baits Zard? I mean, Mr. Crunchy baits Zard. Any flying type baits Zard. Any flying... I mean, Mr. Crunchy baits Zard. Because of Dragon Pulse. A ghost type might, depending on the damage rolls. It depends on what it is. Like, if it's like... Well, I guess you could always go back... Well, you need to Encore the Tangrowth at the end, right? So, like, you Encore into EQ... And then you go to, like, let's say we went Mr. Crunchy level 100 with black glasses, or Expert Belt. I mean, Expert Belt here. I'm slower, though. He has no resist. I don't 2-hit KO. So, like, in theory, it could get Shadow Punch, and then I have to pivot somewhere on Shadow Punch, which is, like, a disaster. And Golem doesn't bait Zard. Golem baits Tangrowth. But Golem would bait Tangrowth into EQ. I think it needs to be Obama, right? You have to kill this with Obama to bait Zard, right? And then you go Golem on the Zard. You go hard Golem. And then you kill this guy. And then it's this guy. And then you go where? I mean, it sees like Solar Beam kill on Golem. So you have to go back to here, and then you're just dead to crit, 62%. I mean, even if you don't get crit, you might just show kill afterward. And you have to go boosting item on this guy, which just doesn't work. I have no quad grass resist. I would need, like, maybe Muck, honestly. I would have to Encore into Earthquake, though. I just don't see it. Like... I just don't see the line. Like, something that eats Earthquake and baits... I mean, that's muck, yeah. But, like, the problem is, like, how do you set that up? It also wouldn't see Lorb, right? So, like... It wouldn't see Lorb, so, like, it's not going to see that it kills you. And then you just, like, can't do anything. It doesn't work. I fucked this really bad. Because if you're in against this guy, you just go Machoke always. It's always fine, and Chestnut always shows kill. And then what? I mean, how do you even set this up? I mean, like, I guess you could go Bastiodon, but then you have to, like, on Dragon Pulse, if you're healthy enough. And then Bastiodon's just gonna bait, is just gonna bait Rampardos, though, right? It's gonna bait Tangela into not EQ. Maybe it would bait EQ, though, sometimes, depending on how you did this with the damage recoil that you take. You could maybe set this up so you always die to EQ. And then it goes here. And then, like, you don't need Obama then. You can use, like, anything that baits Zard. Which would be, like, even Turtle. But Turtle doesn't win. Right? Like, Turtle just doesn't win. Fori is too slow. I mean, Cradilly... I'm just looking for guys that could bait Zard. This would also bait Solar Beam, but that doesn't help you. You need it to be not Solar Beam. You need it to be, like... Earthquake. If it's Solar Beam, then you need a pivot. Right? Like, if it's Solar Beam, you need a Solar Beam pivot, and you just don't have that on this team. Yeah, if you need Solar Beam, if you do Bastiodon, you have to make sure with Bastiodon, because you always take Dragon Pulse if you do it with Mr. Crunchy. The problem is you may have to Encore twice, which means Shuckle HP could get kind of demon. You may have to go Citrus on Shuckle, which is terrible. Right? I mean, how many Citruses do I even have left? I only have like 2 Citruses, right? And I need 1 for Cyrus. I have 3 Citrus. I guess I could use a Citrus here. And then you Encore, and then you go Mr. Crunchy, and then in theory you could just go back to Mr. Crunchy's baiting Shadow Punch. You don't have a normal type. You don't have a switch for that. I mean, you could go Bastiodon, I guess, on that to get Earthquake again. But then he can start, like, Destiny Bonding and stuff, and then you go here and you Encore again. And then you guarantee you kill with Mr. Crunchy, basically, because even though you're faster, like... you guarantee if the Encore runs out that you can reset it, basically. I mean, this is a pretty good range. And you bait this guy, it's always Dragon Pulse, right? Highest damage. Always Dragon Pulse. And you go to Bastiodon on Dragon Pulse, and then you Head Smash. And with a Healing Berry, you would have to figure this out exactly. Like, you may have to go Healing Berry, you may have to go Golem, depending on HPs. But if you get this guy to Solar Beam, then you're like, fuck, there's no switch for this. If this guy Solar Beams, I think straight up... like, if he's going to Solar Beam, I think straight up we just lose. In that case, you need to go back to Bastiodon. And you need to go Healing Berry and dodge crit. Otherwise, you can't really kill this guy. You have to go Shuckle and dodge Chestnut and dodge crit then. That's just not really feasible. Wait, but if you Encored into Earthquake, how do you kill this? You just go Mr. Crunchy. It's level 100. It has Crunch. It has Earthquake and Superpower. I mean, how do you kill this thing? If he's EQ locked, I mean, you just can't kill this. Unless you had an actual flyer. You need an actual flyer that baits... I mean, okay, let's look at Overflow. Rotom baits... I need to look between Zard, Tangrowth, and Rampardos. So it's probably just Head Smash. But Head Smash might Overflow. Does 124. Okay, what about Solar Beam? No way that does more damage. Dragon Pulse, Fire Spin in Sun maybe could do more damage. This guy has no special attack. He's a special attacker. This guy is also a special attacker. So it's just going to go Rampardos, then you just fucking lose. Because then we're in the same problem where you go here and then you go Golem, but you bait this guy for Solar Beam. And then if you go Bastiodon to kill this guy, then you just die if you miss. If you go Chestnut to kill this guy, you also just die if you miss. And then it's all chill if you kill this with Machoke, because if you do, then you bait Zard, you sack, you go to Bastiodon, you kill, and you bait EQ, and then you Encore it, and then you go to Rotom and you win, right? It's possible that maybe if I use, like, legit Mischievous, maybe Head Smash will overflow. Like, if I use actual Mischievous, will, like, Head Smash overflow on this thing? No, it won't. So it'll always still just be Rampardos for, like, a move that's bad for me. But at least then I could guarantee the Fire Punch. I could guarantee the Fire Punch, which is actually bad. I kind of want to come in on Hammer Arm. But if it Hammer Arms, then I'm slower, right? It's guaranteed Hammer Arm then. What if I went Mismag? Could Mismag actually kill this guy, though? It actually can't. Rotom can kill this guy. The only way that this goes wrong is that if I chip it with Rotom, then I have to kill it with something else. Or it goes early Rampardos, I go here. I go to here, I kill its Solar Beam, we lose. Right? Like, if I get the kill, it's fine, but if I don't get the kill, then I do this. I Earthquake, now it's Solar Beam. I can't get this guy to EQ ever. I'd have to go hard Bastiodon then. Right? I'd have to go hard Bastiodon. Eat a Solar Beam. Somehow not be baiting another Solar Beam. Bait EQ. And then go here and Encore him into EQ. Otherwise, I gotta go Shuckle and just risk crit on Suckle. If I Encore into Solar Beam, it doesn't even help me because I don't have a guy for Solar Beam. I might have to, like, legit sack Bastiodon in that case. If that happens, I might have to, like, actually sack Bastiodon and then just go Chestnut and dodge crit. I mean, like, literally. Like, if that scenario happens, which can happen, it's very likely that it could happen. If I use Mr. Crunchy, the problem is you would bait... You bait this guy, right? No, yeah, you bait Tangela for Earthquake. The problem is that then... No, you just go Mr. Crunchy, right? Wait. You just go Mr. Crunchy. Right, you just go Mr. Crunchy then on Earthquake. And you kill this guy? I mean, how do you kill this guy? He's Lorb, he takes 2 Lorb ticks, and then you don't even have Poison Fang. You have Superpower and Crunch, and you're using, like, black belts, like black classes or expert belt. Like, you don't kill this guy. Like, you just don't kill this guy. And then he's stuck in Solar Beam, and then you lose. Because you actually have to kill this thing. Right? And, like, Mr. Crunchy doesn't kill this thing. And I need the Crunch to... I need the Crunch to be able to kill the Dusclops. So even then, he only takes 2 Lorb ticks, and then you need 3 turn Encore plus hitting a range, otherwise you're fucked. I think the Rotom line is better. And it would never do this. The problem is he can Swords Dance on the Switch, right? Was what I said before. Because then if you don't kill... Like, if you don't kill, then you have to go Golem to finish. Because if he Focus Bands, you have to go... Because he's going to Hammer Arm you then. Hammer Arm is going to be +1. So he might Hammer Arm you, and if he Hammer Arms you, then he's faster than Golem. So you have to, like, Excel Rock. And if you have to Excel Rock, then you're in trouble. But he can never Hammer Arm on the Rotom switch. And then you bait early Tangela, and then you go here. And then how do you beat the Zard? I guess you just have full health Golem then. Alright, this looks like it. I mean, it's not going to get any better than this. It's just like, if I get crit, then it incurs a potentially dangerous situation. This fight is evil, man. This fight is evil. If I had just done my pre-damage right, it was free. If I had just kept Chestnut at the right level, which is what I wanted to do, I just forgot that I had this fight coming up. If I did, it would have been totally free. And then we need Mr. Crunchy. Bringing Mr. Crunchy to this fight does feel really scary because it's just so bad. I guess in theory, if you encore it with Shuckle into EQ... No, the Rotom line is better, I'm saying. The Rotom line is better, not the Mr. Crunchy line. So you don't need Mr. Crunchy. You need Machoke. And I guess Machoke holding Rostberry is optimal, or Bright Powder. I'm coming in on a Fire Punch at level 100. Do I die to that? Only crit, burn, so I do need Rostberry. Because he never Hammer Arms on the Switch. He can also Head Smash, because he doesn't see Kill. And he can Swords Dance. Okay, I mean, I guess this would be the worst Focus Band to get. Of all the Focus Bands that I haven't gotten, this would be by far the worst one to get. He's, like, really likely to Swords Dance, though, if he doesn't see Kill. I have to go 100 on this. This is, like, probably the scariest fight I've done. I don't think I can wipe, but I can, like, lose a lot of guys here if things go poorly. I think I do need to go Citrus on Shuckle, which is terrible. Mega Kick. No. Okay. Items. Power Anklet, Shuckle, Chestnut. We need to go on Rotom. Honestly, having like a Sticky Barb would go really hard right now, which I don't have for sure. But having a Sticky Barb would probably go super hard right now on this fight. I guess I could have kept Rotom a little underleveled. What is Rotom item? Rotom item is like... He can never switch AI here. He has no resist. Rotom item is probably like... Probably just like... Yeah, it's probably like Shadow Ball. I mean, it's probably like... Rotom item is probably like... I'm clicking Shadow Ball. I guess there's like some disaster scenarios I might need to go Rotom maybe. So like maybe it's like... Maybe it's like Bright Powder on here. I think there was an argument I had to going Choppleberry on Golem, right? Because if it goes to +2, then if you're holding Choppleberry, you just live, right? So you can survive a Focus Band, basically. I still have my Choppleberry. I'm going to use it here. Try to mitigate some risk. I mean, I'm going to use Bastiodon, though, right? Who's faster at -1 with Hammer Arm, probably, to get the Tangrowth out for Earthquake. No, I'm probably just going to use Golem. If I use Golem for this and that happens, then what? Then what do I do? Then this is Solar Beam, and then we just got to go hard Bastiodon. So, Bastiodon, Golem is Chopple. I still have a Chopple. I think I still have a Chopple, at least. Did I not get my Chopple? Did I never get my Choppleberry? I mean, I definitely haven't used my Choppleberry. That's for sure. Did I not pick it up? If so, we'll just go Focus Band. I guess I didn't get it after beating Maylene, huh? Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. We'll just go, I could go Jaboka Berry Machoke. That covers... No, I have to go Rossberry in case of burn, because then I don't kill. Rossberry. I have to go Citrus here, which is terrible. Citrus here. Golem in that case, probably the best item is like Bright Powder. Probably Bright Powder is best item then. An item on this guy is always a Healing Berry. My Bastiodon's minus speed. So it's probably like Figgy is fine here. Alright, this could get really ugly. Okay, this is the last fight down here. And then I have to calc another fight that I forgot about, which means I'm definitely not making it to Cyrus today. Very unlikely I'm making it to Cyrus today if I have to calc another fight. Yo, I'm glad your sway hole is tingling, Astral. Okay, this one. And then we just go up like this, and then we go like this. And then I fought this guy. And I can just go below this guy, up like this. Okay. This is going to be super not riskless. This fight is scary as fuck. Here we go. Okay. Figgy, Bright Powder, Laxing, Sun, Citrus, Power, Anklet, Frost, Berry. So if I kill this guy with Golem, then I always bait Dust Noir because Tangrowth overflows. That's correct. Because it overflows, and nobody else has super effective moves. Zard does, but I resist. So it always will go Dust Noir. It will always be Earthquake on that turn. It will always be Earthquake, or always Earthquake, which means I can always Encore one Earthquake for sure, which is enough for Rotom to kill. If Bastion gets crit on turn 1, it's super horrendous. Please, please, please click Solar Beam on turn 1. Okay. First real fight of the day. Okay. Trick Room is up. I am the slowest Mon in Trick Room. Sun is also up. This guy can't click rocks. Ironhead this guy. Flinch him! Flinch him! Come on, get the flinch! Unlucky. Don't crit me or it's bad. I'm just gonna proc my berry because he high rolled, I think. No, that's actually the worst case scenario. I kill this guy with EQ. Okay, we're already in a bad spot now. I might have to sack Bastiodon now. There's like a pretty good chance I'm gonna have to sack Bastiodon here. The only way I don't have to is if... The only way I don't have to is if I get lucky. Do I need Bastiodon for the rest of Trick Room? I need Bastiodon for one fight, but I can find other guys for that fight. I need it for, yeah, I need Bastiodon on Spear Pillar though, and Coronet. Anyway, this guy can't CC. He's clicking Zen Headbutt here. I mean, he's clicking Fire Punch here. We go Chestnut, who has Power Anklet, so it's slower, and we tank that. This shit. And we gotta hit a burn. We can recover to loop this guy if we miss, but we have to burn this guy. Okay, he's burned. I think we want Chestnut to just be as high HP as possible here. But I need to make sure that I kill this with Golem. I need to make sure I kill this with Golem. Golem is faster than this guy, though. Which means that I might need to go to Golem and then dodge a flinch, but that is a little scary. I can also just spam recover, but if I go to Golem on the last turn, he can CC, and it's really bad. I guess I can go Rotom once here, right? That would actually bait the Rampardos to always Fire Punch. On the last turn, I can go Rampardos. And then it's guaranteed. On the second to last turn, I can go Rampardos. I mean, I can go Rotom. And then it's always... Does Rotom just bait the thing anyway? Rotom dies to this guy. Not burned, though. Do I always just bait Dusknoir? That's actually bad. I don't want to bait Dusknoir. I only want to bait Dusknoir with Golem. Yeah, I just bait Dusknoir, which is bad. That's just bad, because then it's Shadow Punch, which is bad. Because I don't have a pivot for that. Can't go Bastiodon anymore. And I guess I could go Bastiodon, but then I can't use Bastiodon for Tangrowth. I mean, I already can't use Bastiodon to pivot on Tangrowth. Which means I just need to not get... Machoke just needs to clutch, man. Machoke just needs to clutch. Yeah. I can go Golem. If I go Rotom once on a turn that could be CC, then... Is it guaranteed CC when it's low? No, it's just 50-50. So, like, if I just go Rotom... If I just go Rotom on the turn that it's 50-50, as long as I don't get... I can just take a Zen Headbutt, and then now it's always Fire Punch. And then I can go to Golem, but I could get burned. Oh, I think I have to go Golem at what age? He has to be kind of high HP for me to go Golem, because if he will move before me and it's over 40%, if he'll move after me, it's 59%. Which means I can, in theory, get Kooged on Golem. I would have to go Golem, like, right now. I'm gonna recover once, though. I always recover here. This is 2 ticks of burn. I think... Do I live crit from Tangrowth right now at this HP? I live non-crit from Tangrowth at this HP. So now this can never CC here. This is always go Golem. Which means I'm going to take Chip on Golem, which is pretty bad. Yeah. I guess that's kind of good. Let's always go Golem now and dodge flinch. I also have Bright Powder on this. Always Golem now. Okay, I need to dodge flinch here. I have 2 more turns, I think, before you can CC, or 3 more turns. I'm gonna take another Zen Headbutt here, which is kind of bad. There's no point in Hammer Arming here. Miss or don't flinch me. Zen Headbutt flinch is what, 30%? 20%. Miss or don't flinch me. Oh, he burned me. Oh, fuck, I forgot he could do that. This is disaster. This is like actual disaster scenario. I can like actually lose now. Oh, he just crits. I don't know if I kill now with Excel Rock. That was a super fucking high roll, by the way. Yo, WS raid, we're losing. I mean, I have to go for it. I literally have to. There's no way that I don't kill this. There's no way. I have to. I live even if I don't. I have to, though. Oh my god, he switched AI. That's fine. I just sniped this guy. My line for this is ass. Okay. I'm gonna take another burn now, which means Gallade is alive in the back and can fucking CC. This is actually kind of good, I guess. I have to kill this to get Dust Noir out. Am I going to get Gallade back out now? I'm going to get Gallade back out. Oh my god, he's just switching on me. He's just switching on me. That was actually bad. I wanted to kill the Zard there. Oh my god, bro. Okay. This is Dust Noir. I should still be at an HP where this is always Earthquake. Yeah, this is always Earthquake. Alright, we're in big shit right now. I'm probably gonna have to sack Bastiodon, and I'm probably gonna have to sack... I might just straight up lose, honestly. I just sent some not insane line and got really punished. Oh, this was so free. This was so free if I had just gone... This was so free if I had just kept Chestnut at 98. Anyway, whatever. We go Shuckle here. It's always EQ. Don't crit me. Please don't crit me. Oh my god, he crit me, bro. We fucking lost. Encore. We actually might have lost. If he crits me again, it's like Giga over. This is like the worst HP to be at on Shuckle. I never died at... I won't die to EQ crit, though. Go Rotom now. Can't switch AI here, he has no resist. Okay, we click Shadow Ball twice and kill this guy. Shadow Ball. She's gonna go Rampardos. This guy has a big HP bar, clearly. Alright, it's okay. As long as Machoke clutches, I think it's fine. If Machoke clutches, I think we're good. I think we're good if Machoke clutches. If Machoke clutches, we're super chilling. If Machoke does not clutch, we are in trouble. If this guy clicks SD on the Switch, Machoke had better fucking clutch, bro. If he clicks SD on the Switch, Machoke has got to clutch. I think this is always Rampardos. Yeah. He doesn't see kill here, so he can actually Fire Punch here. He can Swords Dance here. Actually, because Swords Dance can get +2, and Head Smash is only ever +1. So he can just Swords Dance here. We're just going to go hard Machoke. He doesn't die unless he crits me. He's dying regardless, but if he dodges this crit, it's the ideal. That is the worst case scenario. Alright, Machoke. You gotta clutch, or maybe we lose. You gotta clutch here, bud. I need you to clutch big time here. You gotta not get focus banded. You gotta not proc the focus band, Machoke. You gotta do it. You gotta kill this guy. You're slower. You gotta do it. Don't focus band. One time. This one really matters. The other ones that I said, they didn't really matter, but this one really matters. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, we didn't lose. Oh man. But we gotta sack Machoke anyway. RIP Machoke. You came to one fight, that was your one kill. You did exactly what you need to do. You can never live here unless he misses. I don't have Bright Powder on this, I have Raw Spirit. So I can never live here, so RIP Machoke. 07, you're dead. You did what you had to do, buddy. You had to just kill that Rampardos. That's what you needed to do. I need to be very, very precise about what I do on this next turn. Because I can lose depending on what happens on this turn. Okay, Solar Power. Do I kill with Bastiodon? First of all, Does Bastiodon show kill with non-Lorb Earthquake to Tangrowth right now? No. That's 132. I also have Berry, which is bad. I can go to... Maybe I can go to Chestnut here. Chestnut doesn't show kill either, though, so he can just AP. Like, Chestnut doesn't show kill either here, which means he can just AP. I mean, I guess I can go Chestnut and just spam Recover until I'm in kill range of Earthquake. And eventually this guy will die to Solar Power. As long as he max rolls a Solar Beam, it's fine. That's maybe better. If I go Rotom, it's just random-ass move and not Earthquake. I am Berry on Bastiodon, right? I am, which is actually really bad here now. Because if I head smash this guy, I was hopeful I would set up like a kill. But at this HP, oh my god, what's up, Squirk? WS rate, dude. We're steering to not lose right now. Hopefully stream was good. Hopefully the egg lock was sick, dude. I hope you pulled my egg. I haven't really been watching for a little bit, so like I hope that you pulled my egg, but if you didn't, it's fine. Anyway, I need to figure out what to do here. Basically, what needs to happen is we're down to just Zard and Tangrowth. And this Tangrowth has to see a kill with Earthquake. Like, this is Prospero. This is Prospero 2, the one that has the Demon Rampardos with the Focus Band Squirk. You know that one? And the Dust Noir and the Tangrowth that sucks ass. That one. Yeah, basically, there's only Tangrowth alive in the back, and Tangrowth needs to see an Earthquake kill so that we can go to Shuckle and Encore it. And if it doesn't see an Earthquake kill, then it can AP and we lose, right? So basically, I need this guy, whoever comes in, needs to show Bastiodon an Earthquake kill. I obviously can't go Golem, it's going to see a Solar Beam kill, and I don't have a pivot for that, right? Like, I can go to Great Truck. If I go to Great Truck and I head smash, and let's say he's at like 20%, how much recoil do I take from that? Take like 20, maybe max. Let's say he's at like 15%. Take like 24 recoil. The problem is I'm going to proc my Berry. I'm going to proc my Berry, and then if I proc my Berry, I'm going to heal out of Earthquake kill range, and then I'm just going to have to literally stay in with Bastion. Like, which I just can't do. I could go... I think the best play is go Chestnut. Try to stall this guy with Solar Power turns, and then try to get a high roll Solar Beam. Because if he hits a high roll Solar Beam, he'll show kill always. Like, all I need to do is take about like 40... I need to be at like 165. So I think that's probably the best play, is just spam Recover with Chestnut. Am I dead to crit right now on Chestnut? I am. So I have to go to Chestnut, click Recover multiple times, and then hopefully he gets a high roll Solar Beam, and if he does, then I just kill him. That's probably the play. If we miss this, we're fucked. Okay. I'm just going to click Recover. I am Power Anklet. I am slower, which means I'm faster, because we're in Trick Room. And I click Recover. And I want you to just high roll this Solar Beam. I don't want you to crit it, but if you crit it, that would also be kind of okay, as long as I could recover out of range. If you high roll the Solar Beam here, we're good. If you crit the Solar Beam, it's like less good. Is that enough HP? Without Lorb. That's exactly enough HP. Max roll on Tangrowth is 165. So, I'm fine now. This is good. This is good. I kill this guy with Magma Storm. And then now it will go Tangrowth, and without Lorb, he will see kill with Earthquake and only Earthquake, which means that this guy cannot AP, which is very important. He must not be able to AP. If he APs, we lose. Now, we must go to Shuck Bob. Shuck Bob eats 2 Earthquakes and is slower than this thing. I am going to lose a Citrus Berry, though. So, -1 Citrus Berry. This should always be EQ. It should never be able to AP here. And if it does AP, I'm literally going to Encore it into AP. Like, there's really no option. -1 Citrus here. If this guy crits me, I think I live double crit, but maybe not all rolls of double crit. -1 citrus berry, I would have lived crit with regular berry. So -1 citrus berry. I wasn't sure if I had to, like, maybe steer more with Shuckle, so I went citrus, because... So now we click Encore, because he clicked Earthquake, and we're faster. Encore. Now he's Encored into Earthquake, which means that we can go to our Levitating Pokemon, and we can kill this guy with Signal Beam twice, and then we win. And now we go to Rotom. Go Rotom. We resist this move. He cannot hit us. We 2-hit KO, which means that we win. GG. Machoke was obviously a planned sacrifice in this death. I don't give a fuck about Machoke. But Machoke had to clutch, and it did. It didn't get focus banded. That was the only thing Machoke had to do was his very first fight. Actually, I brought it to one other fight on 222 to bait a kill. That was like the only other time that I brought it. That's a crit. So we just killed. Okay. We didn't even get the Golem until like split 8. Anyway. Thanks for the follows, for people who followed. I missed a bunch of them because I was, like, super locked in. Anyway, we did it. We beat the first floor of HQ. No deaths except for Machoke, which doesn't really count because it's, like, a useless Pokemon. So, like, I don't really care. And we did that +1 death. I think it was like 6.5 hours. Like, 6 hours. Yeah, Machoke death was super fun. I think it was 6 hours. I'm gonna still go for a little bit more. Like, because I have a couple more in me now. But the thing I realized is that I didn't calc the very next fight. I calced the entirety of Trick Room, but I didn't calc the very next fight, which means that we need to calc the next fight. So that's hurting the progress potential of being able to make it to Cyrus today. Because I was trying to make it to Cyrus tonight. But, like, like, that seems less likely now. Anyway, RIP Machoke. Let me update the overlay. -1 death. I will add Machoke to the death counter later. I do not feel like wasting my time doing that right now. But Machoke, you were a warrior. You came to 2 fights and you baited a kill from an Aerial Ace, and then you died to Charizard. So, good work. You did exactly what you needed to do this run, which was let me sack you to a fight so that I didn't lose. -1 rock climb guy. But run is looking pretty fucking good, though. If I can get through this HQ the way that I'm thinking about, I think the run is like is a juicer for sure. Run is definitely a juicer for sure. But we got to get a little bit further for it to be a true juicer run. So let's count another fight, huh? I didn't look at either of these fights, so I don't know which one I want to do. Anyway, I think ads are about to run, so I'm just going to run them now, so I don't have to wait for them while I figure out which one of these fights I want to do. Alright, so this guy is the guy that has the Blaziken. This seems bad. I don't like this guy. This guy that has the fucking Bronzor, I like this guy. This guy seems light work. This guy seems light work. I'm into this guy. Do you have weird flags? No, so I don't have to look anything up. The problem is I can never bait kills out of this Bronzor, and he's just going to set Light Screen, which is bad. Can I just go, like, Power Anklet Turtle or something and just sweep this? Or Power Anklet Obama and just sweep this? You might take a lot from Flash Cannon. Right? Obama might take a lot from Flash Cannon here. It's a rain fight. Where is my Obama? Obama, where have you gone? You have forsaken me. We go to Haunter. And then what? I mean, do we just kill this guy? I mean, we do just kill this guy. And we do just kill this guy. And we do just kill this guy. The problem is that this guy is going to click Flash Cannon like a billion times and set Light Screen probably and stuff, which is, like, bad for me, because if he targets Obama, that's, like, terrible. Could I use Turtle? I mean, yeah, I might not even need to Power Anklet Turtle. I might just straight up be slower than these guys, because they're all Rain Demons. Why is there a Rain fight where all these guys are fast in Rain? Like, I could just click Woodhammer and go Shellbell, and then just click Woodhammer and go Shellbell, and then just click Woodhammer and die. I mean, that seems like a powerful line. Just go Woodhammer and die. I mean, certainly it's leave the Bronzor up. That's certainly the line. The question is, how do we do that? I'm never going to be able to beat this guy in a kill, ever. Like, I mean, I guess my Kingler is still under-leveled. Maybe Kingler can show kill. I guess I could lead Kingler and show kill, and then kill this slot with, like, Obama. But there's no way anything else would be able to come in and show kill. There's, like, 0% chance. Maybe Lucario kills this guy, or maybe I can do a Heracross angle here. Like, if I just go Heracross, can I do some damage here? Not really. Gorobus is probably too fast in rain. Maybe if I went Power Anklet Gorobus, I could do some nonsense here. I mean, it could be a Mamo line once again. We could whip back out the fatty Mamo and just kill some things. You probably take a lot from Flash Cannon. That is correct. Lucario is probably not powerful enough for this. My Lucario is not the greatest Lucario in the world. It will probably not kill this guy. It will kill this Lapras, but it probably won't kill anything else. Let's just say I just straight up killed the Lapras, okay? Let's say I just killed the Lapras on turn 1, and I just ignore the Bronzor. Right? I just forget about this guy. I don't give a fuck. And I bait a kill. And now it's Flash Cannon. And I go to Luxray. Right? I go to Luxray. Wait, can Luxray just sweep this? No. I go Luxray, and I eat that shit. And then I fake him out. So that's another free turn. So I have 2 free turns. And with those 2 free turns, I kill this guy. And then I kill this guy. Do I have to go Power Anklet? Probably to be slower than Lapras, yeah. So yeah, you kill this guy with Woodhammer, you take 36%. And then it baits out Cash. Probably Cash on both, but it depends. It doesn't have a super effective move on me. Oh, it has Rock Slide. Wait, no, it's always Cash. Yeah, it's always just Cash. Should always be Cash. I can check, though. But it should always be Cash. I believe so, at least. Yeah, it should always be Cash. It's always Cash. These 2 guys bait always Cash. Wait, this is powerful. Fake out the Bronzor. And then you just kill this guy with Obama. And you click Woodhammer again. Right? So now you take huge damage on Obama with the Jiboka plus this guy. Right? Maybe you just Seed Bomb this guy and just hit this range. I mean, we hit these ranges. And then you bait Lantern out, and maybe you're showing kill with Lantern. I mean, you're never showing kill to Lantern. There's, like, no universe you're ever showing kill with Lantern. And then you're never showing kill to... But you could be showing kill to Bronzor at that point, which means he won't Rocks again, so you get another free switch on Flash Cannon. And then if you're getting targeted here... Maybe let me do this math. Maybe I would actually be showing kill if I would hammer twice here. If I would hammer this guy, I'm going to take 1/6, which is how much? Take 53 damage. And then we take Recoil on Lapras. That's Jiboka. And then we take 116, which is 169. And then when we kill Wishcash, we take 106, right? 106, which is 275. Which means I'm at 50 HP. Does 50 HP show Ice Beam kill? It does. It also shows Thunder kill, too. It shows Thunder and Ice Beam kill, and it shows Flash Cannon kill. Or Future Sight kill. Either way, I don't care. I now have a switch, which means Luxray can switch for free. I just need to go to something that kills Lantern, eats both moves. And then something that can do anything into Bronzong, or just doesn't care about its moves. This does seem like a Honchkrow angle for this fight once again. The Hatman sort of just comes to every fight and just kills everything. I mean, yeah, you just Sucker Punch, Sucker Punch, Sucker Punch, Sucker Punch probably just sweeps this fight, yeah. But you get a free switch here, and then you just need to be able to fast kill the Lantern. Can Golem ever do that? You can't come in on Flash Cannon, though, and you can't come in on Ice Beam. This seems like a Mamo angle, right? Because Mamo tanks both of those moves. Does Mamo die to Flash Cannon crit? It doesn't. And then you would just click Earthquake, you would kill Lantern, and you go to Honchkrow. And then you just... you can't go Power Anklet on this, though. Are you faster than Lantern, then? No, I'm sassy. But I'm faster than this guy, which is problematic. I would have to be Power Anklet on this, which doesn't work. Because otherwise, you're showing this Thunder... Wait, no, this is fine. You just go to Luxray on Thunder. Just go Luxray on Thunder Flash Cannon. It's fine. Right? Yeah, you just go Luxray on Thunder Flash Cannon. And if it Future Sights, you just... Well, it would take Kingler damage, right? If it Future Sights. So, like, wouldn't I take 200% then? Or would it do the damage roll that this would do? Like, it calcs against the Mon that's out, right? So if it Future Sights, that's, like, actually terrible, right? Because then I would just die on whatever comes in. Is that correct? Is that how Future Sight actually works? I think that is how Future Sight works. The damage dealt uses the special attack and special defense of the target at the time of the move selection. So yeah, so it will fucking kill me if I do this. So I actually can't do this because he can Future Sight and then we lost. I would have to... There's no way that you could ever bait this thing to Flash Cannon unless you had like a weak Psychic type or something. There's like no way because Future Sight will be typeless damage, right? So like this 120 typeless is always going to be less unless this is super effective. Which like there's nothing I have that would do that. Maybe Beedrill. I guess Beedrill... Beedrill's just a little bit too high level. It could have done this. Beedrill definitely could have done this if I was like a little bit lower level. There's nothing else that's going to die to this. There's no way that anything I have dies to this. It's too weak. Okay, new line. Fake out turn 1 angle. Fake out turn 1 angle, kill this guy. Now you bait in Cash. Cash probably dies anyway, and you're not showing kill, but you're dead then. Only to some rolls. You'd be dead to all rolls of Flash Cannon after Woodhammer. This could be something, though. What was the damage I take from Woodhammer? It was like fucking 56 from Jaboka or something. It was like Jaboka was like 321 divided by 6. So it's like 53 Jaboka. And then I take how much recoil? A lot. 116. 169 minus 321. 152. Does that show kill here? It does. Okay, we could do that. Just fake out and kill and then show kill here with Flash Cannon on the next turn. And then you never show kill here. And you never show kill here. Which means it's Aqua Tail into this slot or Sand Tomb. And this guy's clicking Flash Cannon. I can work with that, though. Aqua Tail plus Sand Tomb into this. Aqua Tail plus Flash Cannon and Sand... It's always Flash Cannon on the left slot. It's always Flash Cannon left slot. And it's maybe Aqua Tail or it's Sand Tomb on right slot. So, for the purpose of right slot Sand Tomb, I just need literally anything to kill this. I mean, certainly Gorobish just kills this if I just level it. No, not through Rindo. But Gorobish does just wall this guy, and he doesn't see kill, so he's actually pretty likely to just click Curse anyway. I mean, what if you just go Turtle? You tank an Aqua Tail plus Flash Cannon and kill? If I go, like, Healing Berry, probably. Say I go 99 Turtle. I would have to click Woodhammer to kill this. I would take 33% recoil. Take 106 recoil. Take an Aqua Tail, maybe? Which is 130. And if he curses, though, I don't kill. Wait, if he curses, I don't kill. Oh, this is actually ass. Who do I have who would somehow get this guy to click? Is there anyone I have who could get this guy to click Flash Cannon? Is there any way I could get him to click Light Screen? I mean, he's pretty likely to click Light Screen, right? Certainly. Certainly he's pretty likely to click Light Screen here. Like, yeah, he's super likely to click Light Screen on turn 1. He doesn't have setup, but he's super likely to click Light Screen. I I could just gamble on the light screen. That seems a little risky. Do I have anything that can... I mean, I definitely have to leave the Bronzor up. It's the only option. This is a good start, though. I just need to go to something... If he curses, I gotta go to special attacking grass move. I mean, maybe I can kill this guy with, like, Gara. Like, Gara does kind of wall this guy and does eat that shit up over here. So you just go Gara, and then if he curses, you just don't care because you reset it. And you just click Vice Grip a couple times into this guy, and you pivot Luxray into something that's useful. You pivot Luxray into anything useful, right? What is useful? Something that resists Sand Tomb and can help in this position. I mean, I think that's still Turtle. I think that's just still a Turtle angle, right? Because then you just click EQ with Turtle, and you click Vice Grip, or you click, like, Razor Leaf or something. And then you bait out this guy, and if you're Soft Sand, you can set up a turn where you kill both of these guys, basically, effectively. Like, you would hit the Bronzor first. Then you go Gara and Turtle, and then you just kind of figure it out. And then it's like Lantern going for random bullshit or Ice Beam into Turtle. Random bullshit or Ice Beam into Turtle. What do I do about that? I mean, the optimal thing here would just be to go back to, like, I mean, you're faster, faster than this, you're slower than this. I mean, the optimal thing would just be to click EQ and then just finish the Lantern with something else. So you would want to, like, pivot Gara out on the turn that you're about to kill like, you're going to try to kill this guy. And then you want to effectively, like, get Honchkrow in somehow. And if you can get... I mean, Steelix seems insane here, no? Like, I guess there's Muddy Water spam. Steelix would be insane if there was no Muddy Water spam. That guy has Muddy Water, which is disaster for Steelix. Because Steelix is slower than Bronzor. So you can set up a situation where you, like, Sucker Punch plus Steelix, and then you just Sucker Punch plus Steelix angle again. Does feel like throwing a Steelix in the back is a good idea. I mean, wait, hold up. Can I just Encore this guy? The problem is it's still bad regardless, right? It can still just kill me if I hook this guy into any move, and I can never Encore it into Flash Cannon. Is there ever an Encore angle on this guy? I don't think so, honestly. Because if he just clicks Light Screen, Encoring, that's bad anyway. All you need to do is have something in the back that's slower than Clamperl and does 20%. That's really all you need to do. And you live fat Flash Cannon crit. So like, as long as you can kill this guy and then get Honchkrow in and do some chip to this guy, and you need to have something that's slower than this guy. I guess you can pivot Obama to do that on a turn. But what if it does Honchkrow bait Slowking first? Honchkrow would bait Clamperl first. Honchkrow would beat Clamperl first, which means you need to pivot on the turn you kill. So that would be like... Probably, like, the best possible bring is something that can do damage that's meaningful to this. I mean, Bastiodon's probably okay here, actually. Bastiodon's actually kind of good here in that situation. Because, like, if you're here, then you're showing Thunderkill at least, right? And you're in on the other slot with Turtle. So you need something that you can go to on Thunder. Maybe it just is Steelix, honestly. I'm thinking it might just be Steelix. Like, let me run the line. So it's Woodhammer, kill here, fake out here, right? Then this guy sees random move, and this guy sees kill here with Flash Cannon. So you go Gara on the Flash Cannon, right? Aquatail Flash Cannon combo or Curse. It's pretty likely to be Curse, and you just int him, both guys, right? Which helps a lot for this guy. You int him, and then you just go Turtle on the free switch slot, right? Then if he curses, it's fine. You just click Woodhammer into this guy and go Shell Bell. And then you just click Vice Grip into this guy and you just kill it. And then you bait Lantern out, and ideally it doesn't see kill here. It only sees kill here, right? And ideally this guy's just clicking random ass moves, right? So because he sees kill there, you go Steelix in this slot, and then you go Honchkrow in the other slot. And then you EQ with Steelix, kill both, Sucker Punch, kill here, and then you win. So that should work. Okay, let's do it. Hatman, Turtle 99. Has to be 99. It's really important that it's 99. Obama, Luxray, and then Steelix and Gara. Okay, what are the items for this? It's Power Anklet Obama lead next to Luxray. Luxray item doesn't really matter because it's never coming back in. So I guess we'll just go Bright Powder on this then. Go Bright Powder here. Go Power Anklet here. That we always do. Power Anklet. And then we'll go Black Glasses on the Hatman. Black Glasses Hatman. Go Turtle, either Shell Bell or... It's Shell Bell or Healing Berry. I'm not sure which one. How much do I heal with Shell Bell? Like 12% anyway, but I could do it over multiple turns. And I'm clicking Woodhammer potentially multiple times. I think I need to go Soft Sand on Turtle, honestly. Wait, I don't, because I'm not killing the Lantern anymore. Right? I'm just chipping it and then doing a double kill situation. In that case, I want Turtle to probably be, yeah, probably Mago Berry. And then Steelix needs Soft Sand. Do you always kill this Lantern with Soft Sand? It is a range with spread damage. But wait, if you kill Bronzor first, then it will spread damage into Lantern. And then it should kill, right? Or will the ally take... Will the ally take bad damage? Like, will it not spread because my partner is alive? Spring would know this. Like, will it spread damage if I am alive with my flying partner? And like, if I click EQ, and I use EQ, and my partner is alive, and their mons, I kill one of their mons, will the other mon take spread damage? Bug. We're only on, like, an avalanche or something, or a rock slide. Like, would it spread damage on an EQ? I think it still sees... that's what my gut is saying, yeah. Which means maybe I need to stay in with Turtle and chip the Lantern once. So in that case, I probably do still want to go Soft Sand here. I do still want to go soft... I might not need to go Soft Sand. I need to go Aspire in case of Ice Beam Freeze. Yeah, I think I have to go Aspire in case of Ice Beam Freeze, because the idea would be that you would stay in an EQ with Turtle while it sees kill on Gara. So it goes for the kill and you go to Steelix, and then on that turn you chip the Lantern with some move, just any move. And then because of that, you can click EQ with Steelix and kill both, basically. Or chip both and set it up effectively. Gara item is probably just like Healing Berry. It's like always Healing Berry on this guy. My Gara's minus Spadef, right? Yeah, so I can go Wiki on this guy, or Figgy. And then let's go one level on Turtle. How many more fights is Turtle coming to? A few. It should be fine. I need Turtle to be 99 for Cyrus. So, like, I can't level it up more than once. It has to be 99 for Cyrus. It's, like, mandatory. I guess in theory, I could always go back to Luxray, maybe? On that turn that I chip and then fake out the Lantern or Bronzor to get a free switch. Which door is this, by the way? I should really check the trainer docs. Like, is this the right door or the left door? Because, like, I don't really want to lose to walking through the wrong door. It's not really the way that I be playing these days. I'm looking for some sort of, like... Let's see here. This trainer sheet is not loading quickly. Hold up. Should be... Should be the... At this point, you can fight either or either. He is middle door. Yo, Flash, WS Raid. What's going on, dude? We're about to fight a fight. This is middle door. Middle door. We have found the door. It is middle door. Oh, dude, you wiped in Emmy in what's it called? I'm saying in Aaron, you got him. You got him. It's that simple. We're getting close to the end of Trick Room. We're getting close. Okay, it's always middle door. It's middle door. This is potentially a sound on fight, but I'm trying to make progress, so I tend to not put sound on unless I'm scared. The next fight after this will definitely put sound on, but maybe not for this one. Should be middle door. It says middle door is the rain fight. Okay. Alright, this should be the rain fight. If it's not, we lost. Docs say middle door. Okay, this is them. Okay. Okay. So, Woodhammer, kill this guy. Fake out this guy. Bang. Fake out. Kill this guy with Woodhammer. We take Jaboka. We take Hammer Arm recoil. And we take a big-ass chunk of recoil. Okay. Now, because we took a big-ass chunk of recoil, we're showing this Bronzor kill with Flash Cannon. Bronzor, this gentleman, he sees kill with Flash Cannon. Always, yeah, he sees kill with Flash Cannon. Cash could go for Sand Tomb on Luxray, which is possible because of super effective AI. Or it could go for Aqua Tail into Haunter. But I think it's pretty likely it's just going to click Curse. So on the Haunter slot, we're going to go to Gara to Intim this guy. And on the Luxray slot, which is taking no move, except for maybe a Sand Tomb, we're going to go to Turtle. Go Turtle here. Okay, this is the turn that matters. I would love to see this Cash click like Sand Tomb into Turtle. That would be phenomenal here, which is pretty possible, but it's probably just going to Curse. Bronzor, Flash Cannons into Gara. This is a guarantee. Please don't act drop me. There's no way I can play around that. Nice. Just curses. That was the expected result. So now Bronzor is pretty likely to set rocks now or click light screen. Probably set rocks is more likely. This means that now Wishcash is slower than Gara after that curse, but he's just going to click Aqua Tail into a random slot here. So we're just going to Vice Grip the Cash, and we're going to click Woodhammer into the Cash to try to kill it. Yeah. Rock Slide Flinch would suck here. That was the expected result. Like I said, he's just going to set light screen. We just don't care. This can kill if I crit. He has Rindoberry. If you crit this, you kill. If you don't crit this, then Gara kills. He could also doesn't see kill here, so he could just curse again. It's pretty likely that he just curses again, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he just curses again. Because he doesn't see kill. And that means we just kill with Gara at +2, because Vice Grip kills in Rain. This just kills. This is the best possible outcome here. This guy has Ganlon Berry. I did not see that. That is problematic. I'm not showing kill here on Turtle, am I? No. I have to switch out. I'm obviously showing kill on Gara. I have to EQ my own Steelix here, I think. Because there's no way I do enough damage to this with Ganlon boost where Steelix would kill. Like, he's just going to set rocks. I mean, if I Razor Leaf this guy, if I EQ, I do 50%, right? And I went Healing Berry on Turtle. Exactly, Aaron. That's what I'm talking about. If I EQ here, I will do 50%, which will make Steelix kill. How much will I do to my own Steelix if I EQ it? Probably nothing, to be honest. He's taking, like, 18% from my own EQ. Maybe that's the play. Maybe it's just EQ my own Steelix. Otherwise, I have to click Woodhammer into Lantern. Maybe that... Wait, no, that is the play. Hold up. The play is always click Woodhammer into enemy Lantern here. This was the part that I said that I would figure out a little bit. But basically, like, he doesn't see kill on me, so he shouldn't be able to go for a 4x move over kill. As far as I'm aware, I'll just double check. Maybe he can. But I thought that 4x can get +2, and then it can get... Oh, it can be +4. A super effective move can be +4 over kill. So it can Ice Beam me over kill. It's very unlikely, though, with Gara also having 4x AI, like, on the tag strat, it should definitely... But wait, it'll get the +1 from the previous... It's so unlikely to Ice Beam my turtle here. It's really unlikely. Because, like, if I Woodhammered here, then I would show the Lantern kill on the next turn with Ice Beam, which would be ideal. The problem is that if I do that, then if he does happen to random move Ice Beam me, I just die. Maybe I'm supposed to go Luxray here and fake this guy out and then chip it with Woodhammer. And then chip it. No, I think it's just go Rocky in this slot. And in this slot, I just EQ my own Rocky. That's the best possible play. If I crit the Bronzor, I kill it, which is actually terrible with EQ. So wait a second. Maybe I just click Razor Leaf then? Does Razor Leaf kill into Steelix? Does Steelix have Soft Sand or Aspire? Steelix has Aspire, right? So that means I'm doing only 48% with EQ. 48%. That's not enough damage. 48% is not nearly enough damage to this thing. That seems way too low. I am doing 59% to this. So as long as I do 41% to this guy... So I have to EQ. It's the only option. And if I crit the Bronzor, we have to steer. I have to EQ. I never kill my own Steelix with this. If I crit it... If I crit my own Steelix, I could, I guess, in theory, get into a bad spot. But it's pretty unlikely. So let's just double check that I did this right. It's just like go to Steelix and then click EQ. Yeah. Best of luck, Steelix. Best of luck, Bronzor. I am fat. Bronzor is fastest Mon. It's setting rocks. That was expected. Now I am fastest Mon. I EQ. And slowest Mon is Steelix, so Steelix will take damage first. Should take like 20%, unless I crit. Yeah, that's what I thought. And this crit kills the Bronzor, which I do not want to see. Is that the end of my 7-hour set? That's kind of crazy. Can Ice Beam Turtle here, but it should just Thunder Rocky. And then now Steelix is fastest Mon on the field. After 1 EQ from Turtle to... Hold up. Let me get this exact Lantern up here. Hold up. I'm pretty sure I did this right. But let me just get this exact Lantern up here. At +1 Ganlon, Turtle at 99 does minimum 50% to this thing. Which means Steelix does minimum 59% to this thing. Without Soft Sand. I do 48.7%. Which means it's a very small range, but it is like a really likely range that we hit. Unfortunately, the problem is if I miss the range, we're fucked. EQ. I mean, I could stay in with Turtle to guarantee that that doesn't happen. Because the problem is now it's pretty likely to Ice Beam into Turtle. And if it Ice Beams into Turtle or Muddy Waters and I go Honchkrow, I die. And I need Honchkrow to get in right now. I guess I could go Gara right now. But then the problem is that then I'm in trouble. Because I don't kill the Clamperl that's about to come in. And the Clamperl will see kills on me with Muddy Water, which I have no switch for. I have no switch for that. I think I have to just hit this range. It doesn't even really look like it's a very good range. It looks like I kind of low-rolled that. I can't... I'm legally not allowed to risk Honchkrow. So if I have to stay in, I have to stay in. I EQ here. How much does Turtle take? How much? The problem is if I kill my own Torterra could take spread damage. How much am I taking from an EQ? Like nothing. And then I just click Razor Leaf. And then it goes Clamp Roll and I'm slower, but I'm showing kill maybe? I'm showing kill on both then, which is like horrendous. I'm showing kill with Ice Beam on Turtle, and I'm showing kill with Muddy Water on Clamp Roll, and I don't think I can switch on that. I would have to go Gara plus Haunter, and then Haunter just dies. I guess I could go Luxray on Ice Beam, but if it Muddy Waters, I don't have a switch for that. I mean, it seems like all I can do is hit this range. I don't really see another line. If I miss the range, I am only dead to... I'm only dead to crit Ice Beam if it misses the range. What is the range? Let's say I min-rolled. What would this range be? If I min-rolled, this range would be... He's Ganlon. Minimum roll is 176. So that means he would be at how much HP here? 394 minus 176. He's at 174. Oh man, I really should have gone soft sand on this. 173. If I min roll and he's at 173, the range with Steelix with no soft sand is a 93.8% range. We hit those. We just simply hit those. That's dodging double crit. That's dodging double crit. We don't get double crit. We go here. Best of luck. Hit the range or we fucking lose our E4 on. If Lantern crits. If we miss the range and Lantern crits, then we lose Honchkrow, and then we also probably lose the run. Don't do that. It's 93.8% range. If he exactly min-rolled, and he had to exactly min-roll into then crit me, which is impossible. That is impossible for that to happen. And now we win. And then now it goes Clamp Roll. Steelix is slower than this guy, which means Steelix can just click EQ and do 44%. Adamant Honchkrow with Black Glasses Sucker Punch with Black Glasses does 78% to this. And then this goes Slowking, and then we just kill this guy. EQ Sucker Punch. I am super luck. I forget that. GG. Easy fight. No risks whatsoever. All I had to do is risk a triple crit. And then now we can do an actual real fight. That was a fake fight. There's lots of fake fights in HQ. This is a real fight now. Okay, what is the next fight? The next fight is Galactic Titan. Now, this is a fucking stupid fight. I think I have also decided mentally that I am going to commit another scale to this fight. Which is minus my last scale in my bag. I should have one scale, but I can get 4 more, right? Yeah, I only have 1 heart scale left, but I can get 4 more. If I have 2, then this is fine. Yeah, I have 1 heart scale. That means I have to go fight optionals to get another heart scale, or I have to go to 228, but 6. But isn't there a swimmer optional on that route? Basically, I have a line for this that I think is relatively riskless. The problem is that, like, if it can EQ over kill, and there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, let's look at it. This guy can EQ over kill, and there's nothing I can do about it. He's also slower than everything in my box. There's nothing in my box, even with Power Anklet, that would underspeed this. There's literally nothing. Anyway, the line for this fight is lead with Chestnut. Lead Chestnut on this Snorlax. Burn this guy. And don't get crit. Explode on turn 1. Okay, let me put on new music, though, first. I need, like, another hour set of music here, because this set is definitely over. What about this mix called When Bro Hits You... What is this called? This is by DenZ1000. I mean, obviously, I love DenZ1000. This is called When Bro Hits You with the Niche Deep House 90s Commercial Combo. That sounds fire. I'm into that. Okay. Anyway, the goal here is lead Chestnut. This is a demon fight. This is an actual real demon fight. The goal here is lead Chestnut. We're going to lead Chestnut. We're going to burn this guy. We're not going to miss. We're not going to get exploded on. He's just going to click Pursuit. And we're going to hold Zoom Lens so we never miss. I might need to hold Charcoal, actually. I need to hold Charcoal. I just don't miss this guy. And then I spam Recover until he blows up or dies. Right? Spam Recover until he blows up or dies. Then it'll go Steelix, who will optimally see EQ kill. And he can curse over kill. It is possible with Gyro Ball. It's like about 10%. There's nothing I can do about that. I have no way to prevent this guy from EQing. I have nothing that kills this guy. I could just stay in with Chestnut and risk crit, but that's 90%. So we're going to go Shuck Bob. He's just not going to click Curse. And if he does, we're going to Encore him into Curse. I mean, and then we're going to be slower. And we're going to be slower. It means he's going to Curse again. And then we just lose. Right? And then we just actually lose. There's nothing we can do in that case. Just GG. Go next. Either way, I think we still just go Rotom and we just raw fucking hit this guy. Ideally, what I want to do is Encore this guy and then go Rotom and click Focus Blast, because there's nothing I have that's there's nothing I have that levitates that can kill this guy. That's a special attacker. Mantine can, obviously. Right? Like, Mantine can kill this guy. The problem is that Mantine can just get exploded on. Right? So you can just go hard Mantine on turn 1 as he curses. And then you just click, like... Oh, why is Whirlpool so much less... Oh, because I have him at low HP. I mean, like, I'm just not risking Mantine on this fight. That's just not happening. But the main reason is because Rotom baits Wailord. And then we can PP stall Wailord with Toxicroak and Rotom. Wherever my Toxicroak is. Yeah, we can use Toxicroak. And we can just PP stall this guy. Because it'll always see EQ kill, and then it'll always see Aqua Tail kill. Or it curses. Either way, it doesn't matter. We just go back and forth, and we just do this forever until he's out of Aqua Tails. And then when he's out of Aqua Tails, we just wait until he blows up. And when he blows up, it just blows up on Rotom. Right? When he blows up on Rotom, Rotom is going to bait in Torterra. And I'm going to be full HP. So because I'm full HP, this Torterra that gets an Apricot Berry is not going to see kill on me with Woodhammer. Right? So, he could Woodhammer me, but it's more likely that he will curse. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play into Curse AI, and we're just going to Power Anklet Mamo and just not get crit. Right? And then we just kill this guy through Curse, and we're faster at -1. We kill this guy, we bait in Hariyama, we chain the Hariyama because it's just going to curse as well. And then we bait in Dragonite, we just chain the Dragonite. If Mamoswine dies, then we must go to Turtle on this guy, but Chestnut on this guy and kill. And we will kill because he will have taken the Woodhammer recoil, so we'll kill with the Charcoal Magma Storm. Right? And then we'll bait in Hariyama, and then we just PP stall Hariyama. We just stall the Hariyama with Mag and kill it, and then just, like, kill it with this guy with Mag and throw Steelix in the back for good luck. And then we throw Steelix in the back for good luck. That's basically what we got. Because Steelix can beat this guy. If Chestnut gets too low and doesn't win the Hari matchup. I mean, I can't stall this guy. Sorry. This guy is Guts. So, like, basically what I mean is, instead, you just 2-hit KO this with Chestnut then. And you don't die to crit. And you're faster at You're not faster at -1, but you don't die unless he crit Drain Punches you on the second turn over Curse again, which is unlikely. And then you just do that. That's the plan. The problem is, what happens if this guy gets out of hand? If this guy gets out of hand, I don't know what we do. There's really no backup for this. Like, if he curses on me, gets like this, like, you know, like if he gets to, like, a position where he curses on the switch to Shuck Bob. If he curses on the switch to Shuck Bob, I'm in so much trouble. Because, like, I can't Encore him into a move, because he's just going to curse again now. right? So at that point, I just have to go hard Rotom, and then I have to just dodge crit on Rotom and just kill this guy somehow. I don't even know how you do that. You just have to hit a raw Focus Blast like that. I mean, I guess your Zoom Lens anyway, right? So if you're Zoom Lens, you just have to hit a raw Focus Blast, and then you just go to Shuckle and try to get him to explode. And then, I don't know, maybe you Encore it at some point. I don't really know how you get out of this position. This position just seems like a... I guess if you throw a Ditto in the back, right? You can always, like... No, but you can't... Ditto won't live. There's really nothing for this if this happens. Like, there really is no counterplay to this happening. I mean, you just steer out of it. You just sack a bunch of guys, sack your Mamo and stuff. But I think this fight should be fine. This is like a one where I think it's going to be fine. I just need to be really careful. Anyway. Go Toxicroak, Chestnut, Mamo, Rotom, Steelix, and then, who's the last one I was here? It's the Shuckbob. Shuckbob is in box 2. Someone needs to get relegated. It's Vespiquen. Get out of here, Vespiquen. Your ass. Vespiquen's actually dog shit Pokemon. Okay, items. I need to go scale first, which means I need to fly. I need to scale first. This is true. So let's go scale first. This is minus another scale. That means that I use one more scale. I go down to 0 scales in bag and 4 more scales that I can get with 1 mandatory scale, meaning I have 3 scales left for the remainder of the run until Cyrus. Until Cyrus 3, that is. Until Cyrus 3, I have 3 scales. So, best of luck. I mean, I guess in theory I could get 1 more scale if I went and fought an optional. So, maybe I have 5 scales. I think the scales are going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. I don't have that many guys that want to scale moves. Okay. We're going to scale here. There's no point in tutoring move onto Rotom, right? Because you can't tutor this move anyway. And there's no move that I want to tutor right now. Yeah, there's no tutor move I care about right now that would help me. So we are going to scale Focus Blast onto this guy. And we are going to delete Signal Beam because we are done with this move. We have clicked our last Signal Beam on that Tangrowth for the run. Now we go and do this fight. I don't actually know where this fight is, so let me do some scouting here quickly. Figure out where this guy is. This Titan fight is Demon. Where is this character? So you go in and then you just unlock the door and it's just right there. Okay. Did I get the guy yet? No. And I gotta do items. Okay, we need to do items here. Items are... And last Pokemon is Shuckle. I guess we just always go Healing Berry on Shuckle. We always go Healing Berry on Shuckle. That's always correct and true. We always go Healing Berry on Shuckle. Figgy is fine. Rocky item. What is Rocky item on this fight? Rocky item is like, I don't know, maybe Shell Bell. Toxicroak item is, I guess doesn't really matter. Item here is always Power Anklet. That's for sure true. Always Power Anklet here. Power Anklet. Zoom Lens on this guy so that I don't miss. At least I shouldn't be able to miss. Zoom lens. Item here is probably charcoal. Maybe I don't need charcoal. Hold up. Do I need charcoal to 2-hit KO this Hari? I do not need charcoal to 2-hit KO this guy. What if I do go charcoal? Do I ever Oko this guy? No. But if he drain punches me, I should still always kill. And if I hit this guy with Apricot boost, I do 81%. And if it crit kills Mamo, that's like way more than that. So I don't need charcoal on this. So I guess I could go wide lens on this guy. Make it more likely I won't miss. I guess bright powder, I mean, it just literally doesn't matter on this guy. So bright powder. And then Steelix item is probably Shellbell. Yeah, it's probably Shellbell. I mean, I just live a head smash, do I not? I mean, I just killed this guy with head smash, do I not? I mean, you just beat this guy with Chestnut. What am I talking about? I think it's probably just Expert Belt or Muscle Band. It's probably Muscle Band. Or Healing Berry if you have to go against own enemy Steelix. Maybe if enemy Steelix is, like, cursed up, you go to Rotom in a situation where he would maybe see kill on own Steelix somehow, and then you go Shuck Bob to guarantee the Encore. I mean, it's probably, like, if you need to do that, it's probably, like, I guess... Yeah, it's probably Healing Berry. I think Bright Powder might be better on Shuckle, honestly, than Healing Berry. I think Bright Powder is better. Because, like, if he gets to +1, +2, +2, right? If he Earthquakes on the Switch and doesn't curse, then it's fine. You just Encore, you don't need Healing Berry. If it curses on the Switch, then now you're slower, and you can't really Encore, so you probably need to, like, Gastro Acid then, and stay in. Try to get him to curse again. And then, like, you try to snipe an Earthquake at some point, basically. So then, in that case, Bright Powder would be best item. An item here, yeah, is probably Muscle Band. Does Muscle Band guarantee the kill on Dragonite? Muscle Band does not guarantee the kill on Dragonite. Especially not after Curse. But, like, you just have to hit him multiple times, so it is probably Shellbell, yeah. It is probably Shellbell here. Shellbell it is. Where are my shells? Shellbell here. Bang. Guys in. I taught Focus Blast. I have Zoom Lens on this guy. I need to be level 74 on Toxicroak, which I am. No, I'm Bright Powder. I'm Bright Powder. I'm Bright Powder. This is Bright Powder. It's the same item. Bright Powder and Lax Incense are the same thing. Check moves quickly here and items. Wide Lens, Bright Powder, Power Anklet, Shellbell, Zoom Lens, Lax Incense. This is all. I Focus Blast. I have Avalanche. I'm Power Anklet. I'm never clicking move with that guy. Magma Storm. I don't need to be... I don't really need any... I always middle door here. That's the one I went through before. Okay. It's this guy. Okay, hold up. I'll do game audio for this. Because this fight's Demon. This is one of the few... It's one of the few real fights in this area, actually. There are very few real fights in Trick Room, but this is a real one. This should be fine. But it sees kill, so it doesn't matter that it's not highest damage. It should always go for it on Goonet. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's go. This is the second hardest fight that we've done in this area, so let's do it. Second hardest fight. I think this might be the second hardest fight in the whole section. Okay. Now, we don't get turn 1 exploded on. And if we do, he doesn't crit me. We click Will-O-Wisp, and we burn this guy. Nice. We tank that shit. Even crit. I burn you. I do not miss. Bang. Okay. Now he's burned. Now we just spam recover until this guy dies. Ideally, we want to be at a tiny bit of damage. Like, so that it would see Earthquake kill. So at a certain point, we may have to, like, risk an explosion doing, like, some meaningful damage. Because I can't exactly... I have to show kill. So... as long as... if he explodes and he doesn't... I think I might need to burn a turn always here. Self-destruct crit does 61. Giga Impact crit does 28. I mean, ideally, I want this guy to explode on me, but the problem is I was supposed to be, again, 98 Chestnut. I'm 100 Chestnut, which means I need this guy to do some chip to me. Which means if he explodes here and I recover to full, it's actually bad. So I just need to make sure I'm never dead on the turn that he explodes to crit. And then I just recover and it's fine. The number of HP that I need to be at is 273. So I need to take 8 damage along the way of this process. I just need to take 8 damage. This guy, if he Giga Impact crits me, will I show kill on the next turn? If he explodes now, Mineral is 73. I would recover to full. If he crits, I would also not die. 174. Giga Impact non-crit wouldn't make me dead to crit. So we just stall another turn here. Ideally, he doesn't crit this. If he crits this, it could get a little dicey. I can never die to crit now. Now, he's kind of likely to explode. If he Giga Impacts here, I'm not dead to explosion crit. If he explodes and I recover, I would be at, like, the perfect HP right now. If he Giga Impacts and doesn't explode here, then I would probably heal back up to full, and I probably wouldn't be able to recover on the next turn. That's perfect. I tank this shit. That's, like, the best possible HP. I think I'm gonna heal exactly to the number. Like, literally, I might heal exactly to the number. It's, like, literally the perfect HP. So now, this guy can curse over kill. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you do, it's Giga Steal. If he doesn't, we're chilling. Just Earthquake, Butch. Earthquake. Fine. Free Steelix. Steelix is free. It was 10% there to curse over kill, and if it curses over kill, we're obviously, like, super chopped. That's a crit. Jesus Christ, dude. That is so much damage. What is that damage? I got an Encore here. I'm faster. I'm not dead to crit. I live all rolls. It's 108 max roll. I was never dead to double crit. I also have Bright Powder. This is EQ. He's locked in. He has a guaranteed 2 more EQs after this switch. So we go here. He has no super effective move on Rotom other than... He has no super effective move on Rotom at all. Right? So he can never switch AI here. We just click Focus Blast. We're holding Zoom Lens so we can't miss. We just can't miss this because we're focused. We're Zoom Lens. If you crit this, you kill. Okay, big ass damage. Do it again. I want Rotom to be as full health as possible, so I do not want to get Aquatailed here. So I'm just going to hard switch on what is likely curse. Okay, now we gotta PP stall this, so we're gonna go music back off again for a second here, just to PP stall this quickly. So, this guy has Apricot Berry. He has how many Aquatails? He has 10 Aquatails, 10 Earthquakes, 3 Curses. Okay, so go here. This is Aquatail or Curse. Can't click any other moves. Aquatail or Curse. Okay, Curse number 1. This is always EQ kill. So we go to here. This is EQ 1. So we have 1 EQ. EQ we have 1. Curse we have 1. Aquatail we have 0. Okay. So now this is probably going to curse again. Just go back here. Aquatail. That's 1 Aquatail. Now we go here. 2 EQs. He doesn't see kill yet on Rotom with Aquatail, so in theory he could curse here. Curse number 2. Now you see kill on Rotom, which means you can never curse again. Yep, you see kill on Rotom now with Aquatail. So that was 2 EQ, 2 curse, 2 Aquatail. So now we go here. This is EQ number 3. Now you can never curse here, so this is always Aquatail, right? We go here. Aquatail 2. Aquatail number 2. We go here on EQ. This is EQ 4. And then we go here. This is Aquatail number 3. Then we go here on EQ. This is EQ number 5. Then we go here on Aquatail. This is number 4. Then this is 6. Then this is 5. Then this is 7. And then this is Aquatail. We go here. This is 6. Now we go back. This is 8. Now we go back. This is 7. 9. And then we go back. This is 8. Now we go here. Now he's out of EQs. Can EQ again? So now he is guaranteed to click Aquatail here. We go to here again. This is guaranteed Aquatail. Okay, now the thing is I think he can explode or curse. So we're going to go back here. Can't Aquatail here. I don't think into Dry Skin. I don't know. It's a bit unclear to me. I need to do some AI exploration of Dry Skin. Basically, it would see Aquatail as highest damage, and Aquatail would get can't be clicked. Which means all other moves would be -1. Meaning Self-Destruct could, in theory, be +0 here and get clicked. Aquatail can never be clicked here, though. He can never click Aquatail into me. If I am Dry Skin, it is -12. Right? So he can never click this. I always go here. He cursed. Now this is always Aquatail, because he sees kill. So I go here. Now he's out of Aquatails. That's 10 Aquatails, 10 Earthquakes. This should be Explosion. Bang. Alright, let's lock back in here for a second. Let's lock back in. Okay, we killed that guy. This guy gets Apricot Berry. Apricot Berry. We're going to ball now a little bit. We're doing some balling. This guy's going to click Curse. I just know it in my soul that this guy is clicking Curse. I'm going to Mamo. Mamo kills this and lives everything except for crit. You got this, Mamo. Just fucking Curse, bro. Easy. Easy. Absolutely played, bro. Absolutely played. Now, Mamo goes crazy. Avalanche kill this guy. Kill through Curse. This guy's sassy. He underspeeds with power anklet because he's like literally minimum speed Mamoswine, which is terrible, except for exactly this situation. Okay, now we made in Hariyama for super effective Drain Punch. Guess what? Mamos fragging again. Avalanche. You can freeze, you can flinch. Also, this guy is just gonna curse. But you can freeze or flinch this guy, or crit. It's very in your odds, Mamo, to win this. Bang. Snipe them. Guess what? Our Mamoswine is faster still. Avalanche. Where's KTZ now, bro? We're using new mons. Look at this shit. You ever see Mamo in Trick Room data? Come on. Nobody's using Mamo in Trick Room. This is ingenuity right here. Dragonite? Guess what? Guess what? Avalanche. Triple kill for the Mamo. It's that easy. Literally no risks whatsoever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. There's riskless. GG. Mamo goes crazy. I mean, to be fair, my Mamo is like super dog shit. I mean, he's a super guy. He just has literally the worst possible speed stat, which is Mamoswine's most important stat. So, like, in general, this Mamoswine is ass, right? But in this exact situation of Trick Room, it's actually really good. But everywhere else in the entire game, this guy is ass. And I probably will never use him again after that, and I was totally prepared for him to die there. But he lived. He wants it. Alright, let's save for progress, because I beat a lot of fights, just in case I mess something up. Is there an optional that I need to fight after this? Or, like, can I just keep going, like, and then I'll just make it to the next guy? Yeah, the next guy is just up the stairs there. This next fight is, like, super Omega free. This fight's up next. This is super Omega free. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to lead Chestnut with a Charcoal. Do I underspeed everything on this fight? I underspeed everything on this fight. I, turn 1, kill the Aggron. Right? Turn 1, I just kill Aggron. This guy is, like, really likely to click Poison Gas with Harassment. But if I lead a really low-level Kingler, like, if I lead Kingler at, like, level 50, I think I show kill to this with Zen Headbutt. Yeah, I do. So you lead a super low-level Kingler to show kill here. He can still... He doesn't have setup, so he can't Poison Gas over kill here. So, like, you just lead Chestnut Kingler, you just bait kill, and then you just fucking kill the Aggron, right? You just kill this Aggron. You go Charcoal, so you get this range. You go Charcoal, you kill this guy. Now, who do you bait? Where am I going? I'm going to Honchkrow on Zen Headbutt, probably. I mean, Honchkrow just sweeps the back, right? Like, I think it's Pidgeot, right? You go Pidgeot now, because now he's really likely to click Poison Gas or Curse. And regardless of what he clicks, you just don't really care, because you've already intimed this guy once, so he does, like, no damage to you. And you're faster with Extreme Speed. And then you just click Extreme Speed, click Magma Storm, and then you just click Magma Storm, click Extreme Speed. You let this guy curse up, you don't really care. He's like, at best, he's like this, right? And you just don't give a fuck. At best, he's like this, and then it's like Zen Headbutt into your slot, and Zen Headbutt into this slot, and you just go to like Honchkrow at some point. You just go Hatman at some point. Like, Hatman with Black Glasses, like, kills this guy even at +1. So, like, as long as... I guess Expert Belt is better. Right? You just go Expert Belt is better than Black Glasses. Do I kill at +1 with Expert Belt? Probably. If I do this much with Sucker Punch, I probably kill with Expert Belt. With Black Glasses, I probably kill this with Expert Belt. I don't. It's actually less damage. That doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't really understand how that could be less damage. Expert Belt is, like, weird. But, like, then you just have Honchkrow. You just can pivot Honchkrow on this guy with, like, Poison Gas. And, like, you just don't really care. Even if he's at, like, +1, like, Chestnut also just kills this guy. And you can just go Honchkrow, kill this guy, go here, frag this guy, go Spiritomb, hit this guy, kill this guy, go here, hit this guy, kill this guy. I mean, this seems like a free-ass fight. We'll throw like a Steelix in the back because it's pretty good into most of this fight. Throw like a Steelix in the back with a Soft Sand. Steelix in the back with a Soft Sand seems pretty potent. And maybe for the purposes, you also throw like a Turtle in the back with a Soft Sand because you just like don't really take a lot of damage and you do the necessary chip. Is that true? That's actually just straight up a lie. That's like not true. You need to kill the Spiritomb when it comes out. So basically, like, you have to be out with something that kills. I think this is totally fine. I don't even really know what can really go wrong. You probably need to go Lumberry on something, unfortunately. Time for a Super Omega Free fight. Toxicroak is getting demoted, I think. You've been kind of ass. We need underleveled Kingler. We need underleveled Kingler. We need, like... I mean, I guess Golem is kind of a pretty good bring, right? Golem is pretty good, and Bastiodon is also pretty good. So just bring Golem and Bastiodon and Steelix in the back. That seems pretty good. And then bring Steelix. And then we don't need Rotom, but we do need this guy. We need Hatman, and we need Pidgeot. What level do I need to be on this? I mean, can I just be any level guy? I can just be any level guy. 45 will work. Items, charcoal here. My charcoal's always at the fucking top. I should really move this to the bottom. Charcoal, item here doesn't matter. I guess I have a free power anklet. Maybe I should be giving that to Pidgeot. I don't think it really matters. I think going Muscle Band is better on Pidgeot or Pecha Berry. I think going Pecha Berry is better here. Let's go Pecha Berry here. Pecha Berry on this guy, and then this guy probably is like Healing Berry or Focus Band or something, or maybe Power Anklet here is pretty powerful. Here we need Soft Sand, certainly. And then here we need Black Glasses. He just always has Black Glasses. It should be good. Okay, let's go. Check items. Charcoal, none, Soft Sand, Power Anklet, Black Glasses, Pecha. Okay. Always go through middle door. Always go up to here. And then he should be up here. And then it's this fight. Yeah, it's this fight. We're not slowing down for this fight because this fight's fake. Kill this guy with Magma Storm and then pivot into Pidgeot. Magma Storm here. Pivot this guy to Pidgeot to get an Intim. This kills. Zen Headbutt there is expected. This is Hariyama. Magma Storm, Extreme Speed. Oh, he faked me out. That's actually fine. That doesn't matter. It's also a range to kill. He just curses. Do I need to switch Pidgeot here? Hypno is even, +1 defense, -1 speed. Chestnut's still faster. Pidgeot is never dead to crit here. Crit does 195. So I'm good to stay in another turn here. But I might have to risk crit on the next turn in that case. Maybe I could burn the Hypno here. And then E-Speed kill the Hariyama. Burn Hypno. E-Speed kill Hariyama. Now it's free. Now you just can't do any damage ever. Magma Storm here. Now he could Zen Headbutt flinch me. Chestnut's never dead here, though, and this guy's just going to click Curse anyway. He's going to click Hammer Arm here always. Pidgeot's dead to Avalanche crit. Chestnut also has a range to just kill this. Don't... Okay, perfect. Okay. Now just Magma Storm. I need Magma Storm PP for the back. I think I just recover on Chestnut. How much? This guy's at +3 defense now. Right? At +3 defense, Honchkrow does 58%. So I'll just stall a turn here and click recover. And then I think I should just go Honchkrow right now. He's at +2 attack, though. But he's burned, so he does, like, no damage. It's probably always Honchkrow here. I could stall a turn and go to, like, something else and then pivot around. But I think I'll just go hard Honchkrow here. Should be fine. Poison Gas is the expected result anyway. Am I ever dead to Fire Punch crit here? I have to hit this range, I think, here. Otherwise, I'm going to start racking up toxic damage, which is bad. I'm never dead to crit. I also have super luck. Yeah, I forgot about that. I should be fine here now. I might have to click... I might have to click AP here. Because he's going to pressure me out of moves. And then... it's fine. I can just pivot in the back. I just have to kill this guy right now. We just Magma Storm here. Sucker Punch here. And then we'll just double switch. Because he has no trapping moves. Yeah, now we just double swap. Or do I just kill this? Ancient Power does 82%, 48%. Sucker Punch does 50%. It don't actually always kill. So I should double swap here. Steelix sits on this guy, and Great Truck also sits on this guy. Just double swap. Go here. Go here. Suppressed my ability. Does that mean I'm dead to Fire Punch now? No. No, it doesn't. Iron Tail, this guy, I can miss, but I don't care. And then Bastiodon just clicks move. I guess Head Smash is best damage, but, like, it's better to just Iron Head here, I think. Because I can die, so I can never die here. Just Head Smash this guy. Easy. Crit didn't matter there. Okay, another riskless fight. That was Epithymus and Pandora. Alright, Cyrus is in 4 fights. I could push for it, but it's getting, like, really late. And I kind of have to go to the office tomorrow. This is, like, a pretty good spot to stop, honestly. Like, it's probably not going to be a better spot than this, because if I do the next gauntlet, then I'm going to, like... If I do the next 2, then I'm going to, like, really want to make it a Cyrus. And I need to go and get a scale, which means I got to beat optionals. And, like, oh, man, I don't really want to go fight optionals right now. I think that we just call that a good sesh, and we just call it there. Say we get gold next stream, guaranteed. And I'll try to calc Saturn 2 between now and my next stream. So that way the next stream I can do both Cyrus and Saturn 2. But I don't have a line for Saturn 2. For those who are familiar, this is not entirely correct. Like, the moves are a little different. Or the levels are a little different. But this is Saturn 2. And this fight is fucking terrible. It's in permanent Trick Room. This Uxie is an absolute menace to society. This Uxie is a menace to society. And this Wailord is like an actual menace to society. Everything else on this fight is free, but this Wailord is absolutely disgusting. And I just don't have a copycat guy other than Lucario, and I can't explode my Lucario. So I have to find a line that doesn't use copycat, which I haven't found one yet. I found a line, but it requires me to risk basically high roll and crit on turn 1, and if I miss, then it gets like super scary after that. I think I could legit wipe to this fight, so this is the first fight that can like really wipe me. I have a line for Cyrus, which is guaranteed. I always win, I'm pretty sure. The only situation that can get bad is if I get a crit somewhere that I'm not supposed to, then basically I may have to sack the turtle, effectively. If I get a crit somewhere, then I have to sack the turtle. That's basically what the conditions on Cyrus are, effectively, in one line. And in another line, if I get a crit, then I don't really care. Also, we're going to need to get the AI lads. We're going to have to get the pod up. We're going to have to get in the pod so that we can figure out which Mon comes in on this fight. Figure out which Mon comes in on this fight on Rampardos and Regigigas based on Overflow. I think I know who it is, but we're going to have to get the pod together to figure it out. Anyway, W stream. That's what we got for today. Thanks for watching. Anyone who did watch, if you're new. Next stream that I do, I will be getting a gold Hall of Fame run, of which there have only been 5, which Squirk got a gold run, and I count that one, because that was a legit run. But, like, even if you count Squirk's run, which, you know, maybe some elitist council members would not, but regardless, this will be the 5th person to attempt Cyrus, I think, period, right? So it'll be the 5th or 6th Cyrus, basically. And if we beat Cyrus, then we'll try to beat Saturn 2. And if we beat Saturn 2, then, I mean, we're in fucking... Hey, don't fuck Squirk. I'm pro Squirk. What do you mean? I'm pro Squirk's runs legit as fuck. What do you mean? It's common sway W, bro. What are you talking about? But, like... But also fuck Squirk. You're right. Anyway, is anyone playing Pokemon? There's no way... There's, like, no way that fucking Sub-Zero's still live, right? Nah. Kindle's live, though. Where is Kindle? Kindle got 4 badges and he's in Festival right now against the Demon fight? Yeah, let's go watch that, huh? Next stream is probably Wednesday, but maybe it'll be Thursday or Friday, but it's probably Wednesday for next stream. And that'll be the gold stream. So, let's do it.